Hare Krishna everyone, all glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to His Grace Garang Sundaras Gurudev. Vishnu Padaya, Vishnu Prishtaya, Tanvi, Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami, Itina Mina, Namaste, Saraswati, Gauravani Pracharini, Nirvishesha, Shunyavadi, Ashatya Deshatare, Vajashi, Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhara, Shivasadi Gaura, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabhari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunjabhari, Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Jaya Gopi Jana Girivaradhari, Yashodananda, Rajajanarandana, Yashodananda, Rajajanarandana, Jamunatira, Char, Jaya Radha, Madhava, Kunjabihari, Jaya Radha, Madhava, Kunjabihari, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bhaji Gaurango, Gaurango, Raha Gaurangero, Bhaji Gaurango, Gaurango, Raha Gaurangero, Jai 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 Singh Bhaji Gaurango, Gaurango, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare. All glories to Srila Prabhupada, all glories to His Grace Gauranga Sundar Gurudev. Hare Krishna everyone.
Hare Krishna everyone. Jai Shri Prabhupada. Jai His Grace Gauranga Gurudev. Am I audible? Can everyone please confirm? Am I audible? Okay, thank you. Okay. So, Hare Krishna everyone and welcome for today's Athato Brahma Jijñasa's session on the reincarnation. I hope so everyone are doing good. Okay. So I guess we can start with today's session on reincarnation. Reincarnation, the journey of the soul through different species of life. So, like, in our today's world, today in our modern world, we might have heard many people speaking on this topic of, reincarnations. We might have many serials, and, many people, like, many people just take it as a myth, or, like, many people just tell, like, it's reincarnation is there, and few believe, and, few people say it's just as myth, and, just don't accept the fact. So, like, what do you guys think? Is reincarnation a actual thing, or is it just a myth? Actual, okay. Definitely actual. What does everyone think? What are your views? So, what is your opinion regarding reincarnation? So, like, whenever we speak about, okay, rebirth, nice. But rebirth of what? Like, when we say, like, that, yeah, there is reincarnation, or there is the journey of, of the same soul. So, we have to see what's the transforming principle. Like, as our today's session name, it says that, reincarnation, the journey of the soul. So we have to see if if the topic of reincarnation, or people traveling, if that exists, then what is the of what is that reincarnation happening? Is it of the body, or is it of the soul, or is it of the consciousness, or of what? So we have to see what's the transforming principle, right? I'm sorry, I'm having some issues, I guess. I'm being removed. Uh, so I'm sorry for that. So now let us see in today's session, what is that transforming principle which is getting reincarnated. So let's start today's session with prayers, offering prayers. Om Agnanatimrangasya Gnananjana Shalakya Chakshumtamena Tasmai Shri Gurve Nama Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminate Namini Namaste Saraswate Deve Gaurani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Devam Shravanaye Gauravani Prachati sorry, Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschati Deshtarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, as many people are of you are saying, transmigration of soul, transmigration, rebirth, taking rebirth. It's not just in Hinduism, or is it just a myth that reincarnation exists? Even if you see many scriptures of our own Sanatan Dharma, we get many instances where the reference is given of reincarnation. And even not just Sanatan Dharma. If you know the concept in our Egypt, even the Egyptians, they in their previous generations, or in the previous dynasty civilization, they used to preserve the bodies as mummies, right? In the Egyptian pyramids and all, we even get the mummies even today as well, as an archaeological evidence of that civilization. So we get, they used to just bury, or not just bury, sorry, they used to cover mummies with some tapes, and with salt, and they used to put some chemicals and preserve the bodies of mummies. And they used to even keep some gold. And they even say that they used to their servants who served the king or the queen of that particular time, they used to even keep them. Yeah, exactly. Today, in today's date, we can see Ramanujacharya's body in Srirangam. Today also it is being preserved there. Actually, not just our Sanatan Dharma, even the Egyptians, they have given a very good evidence of reincarnation. They have given a very good evidence of life after birth. We what we think about death is it's just a stop, one stop, full stop it is. We don't believe, many don't believe, or many don't have the knowledge of what happens after death. So can any one of you guys tell what is death? What do you think about death? Anyone? The only truth is death, forgetfulness of current life. Yeah, actually that's right. What Prabhu said just now, the only truth is death. Actually, in many circumstances we tell, right? We tell people that the only as sure as death. Even Prabhupada also he mentions it a lot of times, as assured as death. So death, there is a certainty in life. Some things might happen, some may not. There is there is no guarantee, but in the death is assured for sure. It is there. Anyone who has taken birth, he or she has to die. That's for sure. which we have in our quota. So the death, as we say, many are saying, it's just death is just the only truth and all. Yeah, that's right. And what we see, in the material world, when our parents or our siblings or anyone whom we love a lot, they have left their body, or we say as death, their body is being kept in front of us, right? And the same person whom we loved, whom we cared, so much, we used to take care of them, they are sleeping in front of us. Do we address him or her as a sister, brother, mother, or do we just call them as a body? We just tell them as body, right? We just tell body, take the body, bring the body, right? We don't address them as our own people. They just become as bodies. Why is that? Because the same body, whom you cared, loved, everything, the same person is lying in front of you, right? The same person is lying in front of you, but still, you cry, right? You cry in separation from them. I think they have left. No, they have gone. That's what we say, right? They have gone. So who is that gone? Who has gone? The body is there, right? The body is just lying in front of you. Then what has gone? We have to know that. Soul, yeah, okay. Soul, nice. Because yes, soul is a transforming principle. The soul, we can say, we can take the example, of what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says the soul, in the 2000, in the Bhagavad Gita's 2.20, the soul has neither birth nor death. Na hanate annamane sharire. Sorry, yeah. Only the body gets destroyed. We can take the example of old cloth, or some dress, your favorite dress, right? You're wearing it, after some time it gets worn out. Some threads start coming out, and yeah, Mataji, we'll come, we'll take that questions later. So we'll just discuss now. Later we can take the questions, also we'll get deviated from the topic. So yeah, yes, as I was telling about the clothes, you wear your favorite cloth. You wear your favorite cloth, and after some time, after you constantly wearing it, it gets worn out, right? It gets worn out, it gets dirty, and sometimes the buttons fall down, or it gets torn out. What do you do later? After your cloth is dirty, or the where the condition is, you can't use it again. What do you do with your clothes? You will change, right? You will throw it. You throw it. So similarly, when the soul feels that this body is not capable of further any activities, then the soul leaves the body. You are changing the clothes, similarly the soul, which is a transforming principle, it changes the body from one body to another. We know there are 8.4 million species of life. Our shastras, our scriptures give a very perfect count. How many living entities, how many species of life are there? Even in today's modern science, just they are just even till date they're just looking. They are only able to find. They have been only able to find only few number of species, few lakhs, or only a few limited number. They have not reached the perfect count, but our scriptures gives the exact count of 8.4 million species of life. 8.4 million species of life, in which 9 lakh are in the water species, and 20 lakh are non-moving species, and 11 lakh are insects and reptiles, and 10 lakh in birds, and 4 lakh in human species. So this is the exact count which our shastras have given, and it is perfect. We have to know what is knowledge. Knowledge is something which is constant, not changing. In our today's world, in our today's modern education system, the knowledge, whatever we have, it gets changed every year, or 5 years, 4 years, it gets changed, it gets updated or revised. We say, right, it's revised. Every now and then our knowledge, our education system is being revised. It's not perfect or constant. But our scriptures are constant, and they have given everything. Like our Shrimad Bhagavatam, and our Shrimad and Bhagavad Gita and all, has been spoken so many millions and millions of years ago. Thousands, sorry, 5,000 years ago, it has been spoken by Krishna. And Krishna even says, in the 4.1 of Bhagavad Gita, that I have spoken this knowledge to the sun god before you, Arjuna. Krishna is telling that. Millions of years ago, Krishna has given this first instruction of Bhagavad Gita to the sun god. Millions of years ago. And since then, we are having the same knowledge, which is being given by our disciplic succession from guru to guru. It is being transformed, given to us without unedited. So this is knowledge. This is the true education. And we are just can anyone tell why are we committing mistakes? Like we had around 6 to 7 days seminars. So whoever are attending, you might know, right? We are doing mistakes, we are doing offenses, we are doing so many things which are wrong. Can anyone tell why are we doing those mistakes? Maya, okay. Any more answers? Because of ignorance. Yes, this is the perfect answer. Because of ignorance. Like many people, we are in innocence and as well as ignorance. Innocence how and ignorance how, I'll tell you. Innocence is we don't have that knowledge, right? We don't have that knowledge of some particular things. For example, death, right? The knowledge of death is not given in our today's educational system, and in ignorance. And if you ask me how are we in ignorance? We are giving this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, we are giving knowledge of Bhagavatam, no universities or no schools, no education system give this knowledge of the life after death. No one gives this, but yet we are just discarding it. We are not taking it seriously. This is what is ignorance. We are committing all our mistakes due to on this basis of ignorance. And ignorance is because of we don't have proper knowledge, right? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, tadvidi panipadena pariprashnana sevya. That means you have to approach a guru and humbly render him service, and then you have to ask him questions. You have to ask him questions. If you see the whole if you see just a religious system, just being a religious point of view, if you are saying also, in no religion, or you are not being given the chance to ask questions, nowhere. But if you see our Bhagavad Gita, our whole Bhagavad Gita is questions and answers. Questions from Arjuna and answers from Krishna. And even the Srimad Bhagavatam as well. Srimad Bhagavatam also. It's the conversation. It's spoken by Shukadev Goswami, who is giving to Parikshit Maharaj. So the whole basis of our Sanatan Dharma is to ask questions, inquire. So this is why we even do Athato Brahma Jijñasa, because it is said in the Shastras that the intelligent species, or the intelligent person, the qualification of an intelligent person is to ask questions. Even if you take this example in your classrooms, for example, in your classrooms or in your universities, the topper kids, they always ask questions to teachers. They ask their doubts. Why this? Why not that? Can't we do this like this or like that? The questions is always there in them. And the one we even say, right, whoever has understood the topic, they will have some other questions. So the questioning is very important. So even in the spiritual life also, or even materially, very very rare people get these questions. Why am I being so much being sent to problems? No one wants to die, right? How many of you are ready to die, or how many of you want to die? How many of you want to die? No, me, no. Anyone is ready for dying? No one is ready. Even if you see the Even the oldest person, na, even he's also not ready to die, because no one wants to die. No one wants to die. Everyone wants to live eternally. No one wants to die. And so, we being the part and parcel of Krishna. Krishna, the Brahma says in his Brahma Samhita, Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha. That, Krishna, his body is Sat Chit Ananda Vigraha. That means, Sat is eternity, Chit is knowledge, and Ananda is happiness, and Vigraha that means form. So Krishna's form is, Sachitananda Vigraha. That is eternal, full of knowledge and full of bliss. And we, being the part and parcels of Krishna, even we have that properties in us. Like, Krishna is Vibhu and we are Anu. Like, Krishna, we can take the example of an ocean. Ocean, a whole sea, has so much of, water in it. Right? So much of water is there. And so much, the same composition is there, right? The same, if you take the water, if you take a droplets or a sample of water, the same in the ocean water, and a drop of ocean and the whole ocean, the chemical composition is same. It's the chemical composition is same, but the quantity is different. The quality is the same, but the quantity is different. Like, Krishna can take the form of, Virat Roop, where, he's displaying, thousands of head, thousands of arms, thousands of mouths, thousands of eyes he's displaying to Arjuna in the battlefield of Kurukshetra. He can do that. But we, being the Jivatmas, or no, we can't do that, because we are Anu. We are not Vibhu. Krishna, the greatness of Krishna is like, he can be even Anu also sometimes, if you see. Like, Krishna is there in every atom, every proton, every neutron, in everywhere Krishna is present. Everywhere. Krishna can, this is the greatness of Krishna, that he can even be Anu and he can even be the Vibhu. But we can't become Vibhu. So the whole Bhagavad Gita is based on this principle of questioning. Like, why are we? Even Arjuna also he questions, right? Once he questions Krishna, that, Krishna, they are all my, family, my brothers, my grandfather, everyone, my cousins, my friends. How can I, make war with them? How can I do this? So, like, after, Krishna shows his Virat Rupa, where, he is, where, he sees, Arjuna sees, the millions and thousands hands of Krishna, arms of Krishna, thousands heads of Krishna. And, where, every, all these people, Duryodhana, and everyone are, just going inside Krishna's mouth, Arjuna gets fearful. Arjuna gets fearful and he says, "Oh Krishna, please show me your 200 form, beautiful form, Tribangi form. 200 form." He says, Arjuna. And after Krishna gives this whole knowledge of Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, and he says, and then Krishna says, and then Arjuna says, Karishya Vachanam Tva. Yeah, 400 form, sorry. No, 200 form. Not the 400. And then Arjuna says, Karishya Vachanam Tva. Whatever you tell, I will follow that. This should be the attitude of a disciple. Once a disciple, you should come, approach a proper bona fide guru, serve him, and then question him. You should, humbly you should question. You should not, it shouldn't be like, attitude. You're showing your ego. Or, it is even said in the Shastras that, you should be like a vessel, an empty vessel. Whenever you're coming to a guru, you should be empty vesseled. Because, a guru should be a person who feels you, feels your knowledge, feels knowledge inside you. But, if you are coming with, already filled vessel, there is no space left for filling the knowledge. Right? And, we will have our own ego. That, this is right, this is wrong. No. This shouldn't be attitude of a disciple. A disciple should approach a guru and then serve him and then very humbly request him and ask questions to him. And then, once the disciple is satisfied with all the answers given by the guru, only then, he should surrender. And after surrendering, you should follow Guru. Like, as you can see, even Arjuna, it is said in the Bhagavad Gita that, Arjuna, before taking knowledge from Krishna, they're very close friends, Arjuna and Krishna. They used to, like, go together, have food together, everything, they used to do together, like a friend, good friend. Like, in friendship, there is no etiquettes, right? In friendships, and there is no etiquette. No, they don't, like, just take from one person's plate to another person. They just snatch the food. They do it, and they don't, like, there is no formality and all in friendship. But it is said, like, once, when Arjuna received knowledge from Krishna, then, he regarded him as his spiritual master. Arjuna accepted Krishna as his spiritual master. And then Arjuna told, Karishya Vachanam Tva. I will do as you tell, Krishna. This should be attitude of a disciple. And we don't have this knowledge of the whole transforming principle of the soul. We are committing so many mistakes. We just think that, death is just a one stop, that's it. There is no future, there is no life after that, because we are thinking this of lack of knowledge. We are fully ignorant. I know in today's society, if you see, even the society also just thinks this is myth. Like, who has seen after death? We see, right? Many people just say, who knows what will happen after death? No, they just tell it. They tell that, but we should ask them, have you taken the opinion of everyone what happens after death? They just say theoretically, no one has seen, but there are people, we get, right, we get references from our shastras, from our scriptures, like, from our Garud Puran, from our Srimad Bhagavatam, everywhere we get the reference what happens after death. And yet, we people don't take knowledge, and we talk nonsense, lack of knowledge. And, like, we see, like, we take knowledge from, rather from taking from scriptures, we start to take knowledge from serials and TVs, movies. We start taking knowledge from them there, which is already polluted. It is said that, the milk touched by the serpent's mouth is poison. And, at least, they don't, the TV serials, they don't show everything original, right? Whatever they want, they just add it. Nothing is original as per shastras. But, once, you start taking from the scriptures, it becomes, you get the perfect knowledge, because the source is original, the source is real, or, you can even say the source is exact. The whole Bhagavad Gita, you get to see, Arjuna is asking and Krishna is answering. Arjuna Vacha, Krishna Vacha. Right? The reference is mentioned from Krishna and Arjuna. But rather, in other cases, if you're just asking from person to person, even, normal people also, they don't have knowledge. First of all, they don't have knowledge in themselves, but, they try to enlighten others. Our goal of life, in this human form of life, we have evolved, or, you can say, not just evolved, sorry, not evolved. Like, we have, transformed from 8.4 million species. We have transformed ourselves. We have come 8.4 million species. We have every body. These birds, the pig body, the frog body, hog body, every body we have traveled. In these many days, we have traveled everywhere. Prabhupada says, from time immemorial, we are just, going from one body to another body. We're just traveling like this due to our ignorance. And after so many traveling from one species to another, we get this human form of life. You must utilize this human form of life to the best. So, can anyone just tell me the difference of, being in the body of a human and being in body of some animal, like some hog or dog? Can anyone just tell the difference of being in human body and being in dog body? Intelligence, yes, very nice point. The main point is intelligence, right? Like, see, cannot understand the purpose of life in human's body. Perfect. Yes. So, like, in a dog body, like, we don't know what we are doing. Like, the basic requirement, or, what we do in life is, eat, mate, defend, and sleep. eating, mating, defending. These four things are constant in every life. If you see, even the humans eat, the dog eat, dogs also eat, and then the human sleeps, the dog also sleeps, and then again, no, the human mate, the dog also mate, and even the human defend themselves, and even the dogs also defend themselves. So these four qualities are constant in every sorry, in every species of life, not just a dog. Even if you take any examples in today's world, you see everywhere in our world, when the dog, hog, the insects, animals, everywhere you see there is these four things constant. Either they are eating, sleeping, mating, or defending. Even we are also doing the same thing, right? The only difference what we see, the normal humans, what they see is, the less intelligent people, what they see is, the animals are just sleeping on the road, and I am sleeping on my cozy bed. The animal is eating the leftover food, and even I am eating the leftover, sorry, I'm eating the fresh food, or I'm eating cake, I'm eating ice creams. This is what the human thinks. But actually the lower species has got lot of freedom. Like the human can't go and can't have sex in the public, right? But the dog can do. The dog can do irrespective of of mother, father, nothing. The dog sees nothing. Just the dog sees only the gender. That's it. It doesn't see any like relationships. Is it my daughter, or is it my son? What? Nothing. Such even the pig also, right? You see the pig, it eats the stool. There is no difference between good food and the stool. Even if you're giving good food to the pig, it won't eat, it will eat the stool itself, because it is finding enjoyment in that food. And even we also, we just tell, okay, it's, oh, we see, oh, it is stool, it is so dirty. We just laugh on that pig. But actually in today's life, we are doing the same thing. We are doing the same activities of that pig. The pig is eating stool, and we are eating some other kind of stool. Like in today's life, we are so much engrossed, bodily conscious we have become. We just think like today's today we are there who has seen that future, let's enjoy. When we have this desire, or like this propensity of enjoying, then Prabhupada says like Krishna has enjoying properties. Prabhupada says he's a supreme enjoyer. Krishna is a supreme enjoyer, and we are being enjoyed. And we fell down from Golok is because of this reason, that we wanted to enjoy like Krishna. That's what is our reason for falling down from Golok Vrindavan. And even here also, we are enjoying. We want to enjoy, right? Someone wants to earn lakhs and lakhs of money, and some other person wants to live a very happy life, very cozy life. Someone wants to live, and some other person, he has some desires of like to become a superstar, like something or the other. Someone, everyone wants to enjoy. This point is constant in everyone. Everyone wants to enjoy. But and we think, okay, let me enjoy, let me eat this crab, let me eat this fish, let me eat this chicken. But we don't know the consequences what we get by doing such kinds of activities. Like we just think like we are not being punished, or like we don't think about the consequences, because we don't know the consequences of what happens by doing such things. Like and there Prabhupada, like Prabhupada says there are three kinds of men. One person who just listens committing this crime is wrong and stops. And second person, the first person, just by hearing this is doing this activity is wrong, he just stops doing it. And the second type of person, he hears that doing this is wrong, and he even sees that doing this crime or mistake is a punishable offense, and then he doesn't do that activity. And the third class of men is a person who sees that committing this by stealing something, he's put into jail. He even hears from people, and he even does also, he sees and even does commits that offense, but still he doesn't learn from his mistakes. We are that kind of people, we Kalyuga people. Because see, we have so much of knowledge, spiritual knowledge we are getting. We know this is wrong, right? We know doing these activities are wrong, but still we are committing this mistake because of our ignorance. We don't know what are the consequences. Like, for a proper law, or like, proper government to maintain its discipline, there has to be brought some regulative principles. Like, you have to stand in the traffic, right? When the red signal comes up, you have to stand, you have to vote. Like, there are many regulations given by the government to us. We have to follow it. For the government to be very functional, we have to follow all the regulative principles. Similarly here, being, in a human form of life, we get some regulative principles so that we can discipline ourselves to make the distinction. We have to make the difference, right, from the animals and from ourselves. Yes or no? We have to make the difference. Other than that, even the dog is also searching for food. Even we are also searching for food. How? By studying. Everyone studies, right? Every one of us is a literate. Why do we study? We study so that we get a good job in our future. Why do we want a job? We want job so that we can work and we can earn money. And by earning money, again food, lifestyle, this, my car, my supercar, my bike, my wealth, my property, everything I want to grow. Like that. This is what. Even the dog is also working. How is the dog working? The dog is opening the trash and seeing for some food. Or just traveling road to road for food. Even that is also working, and even we are also working. What's the difference? There is no difference. You can tell that I am sitting in a cozy AC room. But still, but how does the dog doesn't know it is hot? At least we are making out that the pig is eating stool. But the pig doesn't know it is stool. It is not to be eaten. Ignorance is bliss, right? The pig doesn't know. That's why it is in bliss. He thinks I am getting the best food in the universe, the best food in the whole Brahmanda. But and what do we think? Because we have knowledge, we just say, oh, chi, it's so bad. We say because we have got some intelligence, right? So the only differential thing in the animal and us is intelligence. Only intelligence we get. The dog, the hog, no living being has intelligence as much as intelligence developed like humans. The best use someone can make by his intelligence is to become Krishna's devotee. The topmost thing. Why? You can even ask, okay, why should I become a Krishna's devotee? Why can't I just enjoy my life? Okay, I have been so much intelligence, I'll use it developing something, some software, or like I'll do something, I'll become like Ambani or Elon Musk, something like that, and I will live my life to the fullest. You can say that, but actually no one can live their life to their fullest. This is a fact. This is a fact. No one can live their life for the fullest. You might think, okay, today, let me just earn so much of money, so much lakhs of money, and then I'll enjoy. But by that time you earn lakhs and lakhs, your life is done. Right? In today's world, there is so much of competition in everything, in studies, in earning. Everywhere there is so much of competition. You dedicate your whole life, like 2 days ago, Gurudev was telling about our today's education and working system. This everything is just topsy-turvy. We just put our so much of time, so much of precious time we put for studies, then then get a job. Again, after all job also there is so much of level promotion and all. By that time you are feeling happy. Okay, I want to enjoy. Your life is done. Even if by any chance you're getting some years left in your life, and then what you do, you just enjoy. How do you enjoy? With girls, right? With non-veg, with alcohol. You think this is the best thing which you can do, but in reality, okay, let me just tell you an incident. What my Gurudev said. Like once one guru was going with his disciples. Okay, they were just traveling from one place to another. Okay, the guru and the disciples saw a boat, a big ship they saw, and in that ship they saw people who were like one boy, one man. The guru saw, the disciples saw, where he was just he was having the glass, the wine in his hands, and so many girls were surrounded by him. He was enjoying literally on that ship, on that yacht, something whatever they call. Okay, there was so much enjoying, that man was enjoying. And then the disciple then asked his guru, okay, Gurudev, Guru Maharaj, why is this man enjoying so much? Why is he enjoying so much? What activities has he done that he has got so many facilities to enjoy? Then the guru goes to then the guru meditates, and then the guru sees that this person in his previous life had donated a cow to a brahmana. Because of that, he has got so many facilities and is enjoying in today. And the disciples asked, okay, Gurudev, today is enjoying so much, but what will be his future? What will be his afterlife? Or what will be his next life? Then again Gurudev, the guru meditated, and then the Gurudev saw that the future of that person will be being a ant or a worm, sorry, a worm. And all that girls who are surrounded by him, they will become the ant and will be eaten by him, sorry, eaten by them. The worm, the person, the man will become the worm, and the all that girls will become the ant. You have seen the ant, right? The ant, it feeds on some other small entity. That will be the future of that person. Just because, of your small, less intelligent activity. If he had utilized that same money, the same facilities which he had in some Krishna conscious activity, he would have, got the highest perfection of his life. But rather, because he used everything in his own sense gratification, he will be taking birth in his next life as a worm on that same ship. Because why? Because of his all his attachments, attachment to his ship, attachment to his that girls, and the karmas. We have heard, right? In today's Gen Z world, the title has become very popular. Karma is a boomerang. Karma is a cycle. We put on our status, on our stories, on our DPs, everywhere we put karma is a boomerang. Karma comes again. But who is doing, who is taking karma seriously? Anything and everything you do, not just good activities, even the bad as well as good karmas just come to you. Like even if today you have taken birth in a good family, like good family, in matter of good wealth, good beauty, and being very much intelligent, very much knowledgeable, then you something you have done in a previous life that you have come here, sorry, not come here. Because spiritual activities, even if you want to develop spiritual activities, it's not possible by a good karmas. Good karmas are not obtained by sorry, spirituality is not obtained by doing good karmas. Like you might help thousands of people, thousands of beggars you might help, but you won't get bhakti. There's no guarantee that you might get bhakti even after doing so much good things. Even the whole life you are engaged in doing good things, nothing you have done bad, not even a slightest thing. Even then there is no guarantee that you will become a devotee in your next life. Because the bhakti, it chooses its own disciple. Bhakti is not dependent on your good or bad activities. We might see some people who are so much bad, they do so much of bad activities whole life, they just engaged in doing bad activities, but they become devotee. Whole life they're doing something or the other bad, they're eating non-veg, they're doing this, that, anything they're doing, but at some point they become devotee. And we think, oh, how he became devotee? We can't order bhakti, because bhakti is not dependent on anything. Bhakti is not dependent on anything. Even you can take the example of some one devotee was telling about Ajamil, that's also fine. But there is a devotee, Valmiki. Valmiki, we know, very famous, right? What scripture, what was the role of Valmiki? Can anyone tell what was the role of Valmiki? Ramayana, yes, Ramayana. He compiled Ramayana. Yes. So do you know the before life of Valmiki? The before life, in a sense, before he became devotee. Anyone knows? He was stealing wealth and all. Robber. Yes. What would Rava, sorry, Valmiki do would, he used to like, kill robber, yeah, robber also. And, murderer, yes. Murderer of what? Okay, many people will get shocked hearing how, how we know he became devotee. Valmiki, would hunt animals, hunt in such a way that, he used to leave that animals, half straight, half dead, Admara. It cannot live, it cannot die. In that state, he would leave the animals, the deer or ant, anyone, in that suffering. And seeing that animals suffering, he used to enjoy. Seeing that animals suffering, na, I used to enjoy. Valmiki was, such kind of person. And then, once, he became a devotee, once he became a devotee, not once, like, he became devotee after that. We can't tell. We can't judge anyone. Krishna himself says that, my devotee, even after being doing, after rendering devotional service, if he fall downs also, or if he becomes engaged in some bad activities accidentally, even then he's a sage. Krishna just forgives your past activities. Every one of us, at least, even if I'm not speaking about of everyone, even at least myself, if I tell, like, I have done lot of bad activities, right? We have done in some or the other part of life. We have done many things we can't count, but still today we are here, right? Today we are here. What good qualities did we do? What good karmas did we do? Nothing. At least now, after coming to KCS, or like, after coming to the seminar, we know eating non-veg is wrong. But before that also, we are, committing the offenses, committing the mistakes. We are committing so many sinful activities. Do you know? It is said in the shastras that, by eating an animal, if you're killing a deer or killing a chicken, let's say chicken, if you're killing a chicken, it is said in the shastras that how much ever hairs are present on that chicken's body, you will be taking birth as a chicken. You will be taking birth as a chicken, and that chicken will eat you in so many lifetimes. Imagine how many hairs does a chicken have, does a goat have in its body. So many lifetimes you'll be taking birth as a goat or a sheep or as chicken, and that goat or sheep which you had eaten will be eating you. Just count how many non-veg you might have eaten, right? This is the laws of karmas. The laws of karmas are very subtle, very very subtle. Like, a small child, if he even accidentally, if he touches fire, the fire will burn him, right? The fire will not show any mercy on that child. Okay, no, it's a small child, let me forgive him. No, the nature of the fire is to burn. Similarly, even the laws of nature, the karmas, whatever we are doing, either by knowing or unknowingly or willingly or unwillingly, every one of us will be punished. That's for sure. The Garud Puran, it gives a very nice reference how we know you'll be punished. At the time of death, I know, has anyone seen people leaving their body? Anyone has seen people leaving their body? Anyone dying in front of them? Has anyone seen? Anyone has seen anyone leaving their body in front of them? If you see, or if you have heard, at that time when a person leaves his body, it will be so much of pain that, thousands of scorpions, a person experience a pain of thousands of scorpions biting him. Thousands of scorpions. Imagine. Huh? Thousands of scorpions will be biting him. That much pain will be there at that point of time. Not just that. And he will even see the Yamraj, Yamdut and all. and because of their fear, he will be passing stool and urine in that fear. I myself, have heard many people, not seen but practically, but yeah, I've heard many people, but at that time of their death, they'll be leaving. Sorry, they'll be passing urine and stool. Why? Because fear of seeing Yamraj and their associates. It is so fearful, right? At that time, how can you practice Krishna consciousness, or how can you even think Krishna? Thinking Krishna at the time of death is not at all easy. We'll be experiencing, like Prabhupada says, like at the test of the devotional life will be taken at the time of death. In our college or student life, we study, right, for exams, for some annual exam, midterm exam, this exam, that unit test and all. The final exam counts your promotion from one class to another, elevation from one class to another. So similarly, like your devotional life, your spiritual practices will be counted at the time of death. At your time of death, it will be counted. It will be tested at that time. So how many of you want to experience this painful way of living your body? How many of you want to experience this pain? Some other part of life we have to experience this pain. If anyone says yes or no, doesn't matter, because we have to experience that. But if you ask, how can we solve this problem? How can we solve this issue? Then Krishna says, Sarvadharmam parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Aham sarvapapyabhyo mokshasmi masucha. Just surrender unto me. Give up all kinds of activities and religions and just surrender unto me. I will relieve you from all sins. No, a pure devotee of Krishna is spotless because he has surrendered to Krishna. All his karmas, good or bad. Even if you see, okay, you will tell, okay, Prabhu, I won't do bad activities. I'll do good activities, right? I'll just do good activities. So, what will be the result of that good activities? Either I'll be sent to heaven, right? Everyone might have heard about heaven, right? Everyone knows heaven. Yes, heaven. And if something we are doing wrong, we'll be sent to hell. Everyone might have heard. But even how many of you know the life of heaven and the life of hell? Anyone knows how the life is there in heaven and hell? There, in the heaven and hell, if you know the basic Vedic cosmology, there are 7 upper planetary systems and 7 lower planetary systems. There are 14 material worlds. Sorry, not material worlds. There are 14 planetary systems. Okay, you can tell like a layers on a burger, on a sandwich. There are like that. There are 14 planetary systems. It is said that the lower planetary system people cannot practice Krishna consciousness, and even the upper part, they also can't practice Krishna consciousness. Anyone knows why? Why can't they practice Krishna consciousness? Anyone knows? That opportunity is not there for practicing Krishna consciousness there. Anyone knows why? Okay. But the reality is that, yeah, Earth is in between them. Mm. Can Bhuvan Prabhu can Bhagavad Das Prabhu can just screen share? I'll just share you the picture for people's better understanding. Can you screen share, Prabhu? I'll just show you. Because we have to understand the life, how it goes, the importance of human life we have to understand. Just I'm sharing you. Prabhu will just share the screen. Just give me a minute. Yes, Prabhu, I've shared. Please screen share. So yeah, as we can see in this picture, everyone can just pin it for yourself and make it full screen. And as you can see here, only in the earth we can practice Krishna consciousness, right? Yes, I'll tell you the reason why. We have to know that, right? So here you can see here Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Patala, sorry, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and Patala. If you count, there are 7 lower planetary systems. There are 7 lower planetary systems down. And then there is, if you see up above Athala, there is Bhuvarloka, that's Earth. And above that, there is Bhuvarlok, Swarglok, Maharlok, Gnanalok, Tapalok, and Satyalok. Now, if you ask me, okay, Prabhu, what's the difference which makes between the Earth and the other planetary systems is that in the below, in the lower planetary system, there is hell. The hellish planets are there, down. And in the upper planetary systems, if you see Bhuvarlok, Swarglok, Maharlok, Gnana, Tapa, and Satyalok, these planets are meant for enjoyment. These planets are meant for enjoyment, and the lower planetary systems are meant for punishment. Why is that? So, if you ask, why Krishna consciousness is not being practiced, or we are not given the opportunity for not practiced, is because in the lower planetary systems we are being punished so much. There is so much of pain down that we can't practice Krishna consciousness. We can't practice at all because there is so much pain in the hellish planets. You can't remember Krishna. You can't practice Krishna consciousness there. And if you ask up in the upper planetary systems, there is so much of pleasure, so much of happiness is there in the heavenly planetary systems that they are busy enjoying. You can ask, oh Prabhu, in the low planetary systems, their life is so much of bad. At least the people in the upper planetary systems, at least they can practice Krishna consciousness, right? You can ask me this question. I have a question to you all guys. How many of you, can we? How many of us can we practice Krishna consciousness even after having lakhs and lakhs, crores of money in our account? Being Ambani or being Elon Musk, being the world's richest person, can you practice Krishna consciousness? How many of us can we? How many of us? You can. Tejas. Saying is very easy. Saying is very easy, but to make it practical is not so. Saying is very easy. Even I can tell I can dedicate my whole life to Krishna, but it's not possible. It's not. Yeah. See. Okay. Yeah. As we will want more and more money. That's right. Even they believe in Creator. Elon Musk. Yes. Believing in Creator, everyone believes. Everyone believes in Creator. But what's the difference of they practicing Krishna consciousness and believing in Krishna consciousness? Once you get the money now, once you get so much of money in your account, you will be busy in securing it and protecting it and making it grow. You'll be so much in so much of you'll be indulged. Today you are going in auto. Let's say you are going in auto. You will desire. Sorry, today you are going by walk. Today you are going by walk. Tomorrow you will desire. Oh, I want a cycle so that I can pedal and go. Some improvement will try getting it in your life, and then you will say, oh, this pedaling is so much difficult. It takes so much of effort. Let me do this. Let me take this bike or scooty something. At least it will improve my life. Then you will be like, okay, even better than this, I can take a car. I can travel in that. Then you'll take a car. Then you will think, okay, taking rather than taking this, I can take some more cars, some more, some Porsche car, some Porsche, Lamborghini, WM, what is it? I forgot. Oh, BMW, yeah, BMW. Let me take that and enjoy. Let me enjoy a luxurious life. We'll try, right? Yes or no? We'll be just trying to increase the comfort of our life. This is, the reality. No, you can't practice. It's not so easy to practicing Krishna consciousness. I'll just ask you, Tejas Prabhu, a question. So you just said me some time ago that Ajamila. You gave the example of Ajamila, right? Ajamila by birth is a Brahmana. He was a very good devotee of Krishna, of Vishnu. He even named his son as Narayana, right? He named his son as Narayana. Even after becoming so much of devotional service he rendered to Krishna. If then, why did he fall down? Why did he fall down? Why did he go in association with a prostitute? Tell me. Because of lust, okay, lust or whatever it is. He went, right. Why? To make his life more comfortable. He had his wife, right. But still, why? Even after knowing so much, see, knowing doesn't make everything. Even knowing is better than knowing nothing. Something is better than nothing, obviously. But rather, like knowing, you have to even practice as well. Everyone knows you're going to die. Each and everyone in the world knows they are going to die. But how many of them are making the practice to die? How many are of sorry, not the practice, but how many of them are ready to die? No one. Yes. Senses are controlled, exactly. We are just trying. Everyone knows they are going to die. But how many are making it practically comfortable for their death? Everyone are just making their living as comfortable. But no one is making their death comfortable. We have to make our death comfortable because that is the main test. So how do you make your death comfortable? By making yourself Krishna conscious. It is said, like just by chanting Krishna's name, you don't have to see Yamadutas and all. The glories of in the holy name is so much, you don't even have to see the hell. No, sorry, not just hell. By just chanting, you don't even have to see the animal species. Just by chanting, you develop so much of sukruti that so much of good karmas you develop that you don't have to see animal life again. See, this is the benefit what you are getting. Only a devotee can make his life perfect. Sorry, even the death perfect. Even a devotee can make his life perfect, as well as a devotee can even make his death also perfect by practicing Krishna consciousness. And again, coming back, again, just can everyone see to the screen here? So, like as we were discussing about the lokas, the planetary systems, we were saying. So, like you can ask Prabhu, how can we get the access to going to these planets? So, like by axis, if you want the axis, it's like we say by doing good activities we go to Swarga Lokas, and by doing bad activities we go to Narka, right? Hell, we go there. So, like by doing good, after you accumulate, that's called Sukruti. That's called Sukruti. Okay. So, by developing good karmas, you go to the higher planetary systems. You go to Brahma Loka, or you go to Tapaloka, you go to Maharloka. There, the life, the lifetime, the lifespan, what we have is very much different. Is very different. The lifetime of Brahma and the lifetime of us is the lifespan is very different. Anyone knows the life span of Brahma? Anyone knows? It is said for the humans 100 years, right? We say 100 years is the lifespan of human. So how much years is the lifespan of Brahma? Can anyone say the lifespan of Brahma in human years? 5.73 trillion years. Yes, you can. Some people are guessing. Some people are trying. Anyone knows? Anyone? Yes. 311 trillion years. This is the lifespan of Brahma. You might think, oh wow, Brahma, such a position, such a nice position, right? Brahma, being Brahma. By being Brahma, you can create a material world. You can, become, you know, the engineer of material world, and so much big lifespan. You can enjoy a lot. Yes, we can enjoy a lot. But what happens is that the four problem of life is even there. The four problems of life. Anyone knows the four problems of life? Birth, death, old age, and disease. Birth, death, old age, and disease. These four factors are present entirely in the material world. Entirely. Even if you're going to hell or heaven. Even if you're even becoming Brahma, also you have to die. Even after 311 trillion years, even Brahma has to die. And Brahma, in the Brahma's position, someone else comes and sits. This is the reality. Janma Mritu Jaravadi. Yes. Even Brahma has to suffer. Even Brahma has to undergo death. So what is the benefit of we going there? Of me becoming Brahma? Even I can become Brahma. Even any one of you can become Brahma. Any one of you can become Indra by having good qualities, by having enough Sukriti. But after your Sukriti, your good karmas are done, you'll be sent again back here. Again to this material world. Again you have to undergo the same thing. Again you have to read from ABCD. A, B, C, D, sleeping line, standing line, curve, dot, like that. Even Indra position is also not so much good. Even, at least it's like temporary. The whole material world is just temporary. Indra also just, in the heavenly planets we get some good liquor, some good wine, we drink, we get some good women. It is said, like, it is said that, the material world's beauty, we say, right? Even girls also, right? Yes, coming to the point of girls, it's very important. Like in the girls, if you're talking about girls, the world's topmost beauty in the material world, sorry, in the earth, in our planetary system, is just 1% in front of the heavenly beauties. Can anyone just tell who is the most beautiful woman in our world? Anyone can just tell like that? Who is a beautiful woman? No, that is also spiritual world, right? I'm asking about material world. In our planetary system. In our planetary system. Not Draupadi, not Radharani, no. Like humans, I'm asking. Humans. Who is the most beautiful woman? Aishwarya Rai or someone else? Yeah, Aishwarya maybe. Yeah, this maybe word is very nice. Because we think, Aishwarya Rai doesn't have any competition. But there is competition also. There is one competition. Even the topmost beauty in this material world on our earth is just 1% compared to the woman in the heavenly planets, in the Indraloka. Or like, what is the first planet? First planet is Bhuvarloka. Yes, just 1% beauty. And that Bhuvarloka's topmost beauty is just 1% in front of Indraloka, that is Swargaloka. Just 1%. And that Swargaloka's beauty, topmost beauty, the most beautiful Apsara, will be just 1% of Maharloka. And that topmost beauty of Maharloka is just 1% in Dana, Tapa, like that. That is the hierarchy of beauty. It's just 1%. The topmost beauty in the Brahmaloka is just 1%. Imagine. And if you take this analysis, just see what is the beauty in our material world. It's not even zero. Sorry, it's not even one. It's not even one. It's very, very, very less. The decimals are, you can just keep on adding. That is the value of the beauty in this material world. And then, if you compare the beauty of, the topmost beauty, of the apsaras to the topmost beauty of the spiritual planets, like in the Lakshmi, so not the Lakshmi, the Vaikunta. In the Vaikunta also, there are innumerable Lakshmis. That topmost apsara of the material planet is just 1% in front of the Lakshmi. And that topmost Lakshmi is 1% in front of the Sakis of Srimati Radharani in Golok Vrindavan. And that topmost Saki, Lalita, Vishaka and all, that topmost beauty is just 1% compared to Srimati Radharani. This is the hierarchy. Krishna is called Madan Mohan and Srimati Radharani is called Madan Mohan Mohini. Because Mohan, Krishna, he just captivates Madan. That's why I got the name Madan Mohan. But Srimati Radharani, she captivates even the Madan Mohan also. Forget about Madan or someone else. Radharani captivates the Madan Mohan himself. So her name, she gets the name Madan Mohan Mohini. She is the most topmost woman. Mohini means what? The meaning of Mohini is a person who captivates. Or like, not the person, person. The female who captivates. Mohini. Yeah, today, tomorrow. Yeah, on 27th is like yes, Mohini Ekadashi is on 27th. See, this is what is the beauty. Like, once, I'll just tell you instance what happened with Prabhupada. Okay, once, Prabhupada was there, with his disciples. Like, one disciple was in the airport, he was just seeing a woman. And it's so beautiful, he was admiring. So like Prabhupada said, this beauty is nothing in front of, Krishna. And Prabhupada said, if this person is so beautiful, then just imagine the creator who will be more beautiful than how much beautiful will be, who has created this beauty. Right? If the teacher is giving you some knowledge, the teacher should have more knowledge than you. Similarly, if this person is so beautiful, then just imagine the beauty of that person who has created this beauty. Right? So like, as we were discussing, in the whole material world, in this whole lokas, the birth, death, old age, disease. This is common. We can't escape this. None of the person, even Elon Musk or even Gurudev was giving the example of Einstein, right? His PhD and all. Even that is also zero. Once you leave your body and again you take the human form, you have to again start from full stop, curve, zero, line, ABCD and only. No matter who you are, at the time of death, you are just zero. But if you ask me, how can we make our life successful? How can we make ourselves permanent? We are permanent, right? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita's 2.20, that you can't, the soul doesn't die. There is no death for the soul. It is ever existing. Krishna says that, the no strongest powerful weapon in the world can kill the soul, cannot destroy the soul. The soul can't be hydrated, you can't touch the soul, nothing can be done for the soul. The soul is everlasting because it is a part and parcel of Krishna. It has Sachidananda Vigraha. The Sachidananda Vigraha potency is present in us. In every part and parcel of Krishna, we have Sachidananda Vigraha potency. And everyone, being Krishna is because Krishna is the enjoyer. Even we have this enjoying propensity in us, as I was telling earlier. We just think, okay, let me enjoy now. Who has seen the future? Who has seen what will happen after that? But what will happen is that because of your lack of knowledge, because you have committed so many things, you think, okay, let me enjoy, let me drink wine, let me eat non-veg in this life. And then what happens is you'll be sent to hell, again suffer there. And after that, again, take this animal bodies. Such big punishments are there. Ignorance, we just think, we are living in bliss. But actually, ignorance is the biggest mistake in our life. We have to question. That's why, Athato Brahma Jijñasa, it is said. That is the qualification, or that is the um, quality of a person who is intelligent. An intelligent person always inquires why. So even Brahma dies at a certain time. So this is our life. So how can we make utilize our life to the best? How can we enjoy eternally? We can enjoy only with a person who is eternal, because we are eternal. We ourselves, we are eternal. We can only enjoy with things which is eternal, like Krishna's planet. In Krishna's planet, it is said that Chintamani Prakara Sadma Sekalpa Vriksha. That the trees of Vrindavan, the trees of Goloka are are made of gemstones. The fruits are of gemstones. Kalpa Vriksha, the desire fulfilling trees. Whatever desire you have, the trees fulfill. For example, you're going to some some mango tree. You're going to a mango tree, and you want to get samosa from a mango tree. Is it possible? Is it possible to get a mango? Sorry, is it possible to get a samosa from a mango tree? Has anyone tried this? No. But in the spiritual world, in the spiritual world, if you're going to a mango tree and you're asking, give me a samosa, it will give you samosa. If you're going to a mango tree and asking, give me grapes, it will give you grapes. It's inconvincible, right? This is Krishna's potency. See, Krishna's planet is so magical. Even mango tree can give you coconut also. This is the spiritual world. Spiritual world is complete. We say, we are not complete. Krishna and Krishna's name is the same. But we we can we can just try it with the material words. We can say water, 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 water when I'm thirsty. But no, my thirst will not be quenched. My thirst will not be quenched. But when you chant Krishna's name and Krishna's form, there is no difference. There's no difference at all. In Krishna and Krishna's name, Krishna's Naam, Guna, Rupa, Leela, nothing is different. Everything is same. And even his planet also. Everything. Even the trees are of Kalpavriksha. Anything you can ask and you get. And even this also. The roads of Golok Vrindavan is so amazing. No, the roads of Golok Vrindavan are full of made of ruby and gold. Ruby. Stones. Gemstones. The road is of gemstones. Imagine. We invest our whole life, in some small salaries, and we can't get this done in our houses, right? How many of you can make this? So much grandierly your house. How much can you make? How much can you invest in a house? At one or the other point of the time, you will be lost. You'll be lost of your house, right? When you have to leave your body, everything is just becomes zero, right? Krishna, in Krishna's planet Golok Vrindavan, the road is made of ruby and gold, diamonds, pearls. Once you're going front and you just turn back, and the road becomes sapphire. Again you're going, again you just turn here and there, and again you see the road, it becomes of ruby. And again going front or back is anywhere, you just see the road again, it becomes emerald. It's like that. Even the trees, as I was speaking, Kalpavriksha trees, with the trees also, by appearance, you will see this is a mango tree. The mango will look like emerald, like a stone, hard like crystal. You will see by appearance. But if you go and touch, it will be so soft, So soft. This is Krishna's spiritual world. Krishna says, my spiritual world, the Dhamma Paramama, Dhamma Paramama. My spiritual world is the topmost. Even Lakshmi is also nothing in front of Krishna. Even to be honest, Lakshmis don't get entry into Golok Vrindavan. That is Golok Vrindavan. So even Prabhu, can you just screen share the second picture? So we'll just see the spiritual worlds. So yeah, again, can pin your screen here. So yeah, as you can see here, this whole material world you can see here down as one universe where Vishnu is sleeping, right, till Brahma Jyoti. And the Brahma Jyoti is like in the borderline of the material world. And from the Brahma Jyoti, the spiritual world starts. I'm not audible? Am I audible? Hare Krishna. Am I audible? Okay. Okay. So yes, as I was saying, the Brahma Jyoti is the starting point of the spiritual world. Next we can go to the Vaikuntha Loka. This picture is not so clear, but actually you can see, if you can you can see the Brahma Loka, sorry, the Vaikuntha Loka, where there is Narayan and Lakshmi sitting there. So there are many types of liberation, and in one type of liberation is that you get the form of Vishnu, form as like as Vishnu, similar as it is. In the Vaikuntha planets you can get form like Vishnu, 400 form, the same blue color body, golden helmets, and no necklace, everything you can get. Vaikuntha. The word Vaikuntha itself mean. Anyone knows the meaning of Vaikuntha? What is Vaikuntha? Anyone knows meaning of Vaikuntha? Anyone? Yeah, without anxiety. Kunta means there is anxiety. Kunta means anxiety. Prabhu, your screen is not visible. And Vaikuntha means a place where there is no anxiety. Anxiety of what? Anxiety of your birth, death, old age, disease. Is the screen visible? Yes, okay. Okay, it's okay. Oh, fine, sorry. Okay, okay. As I was telling, Vaikuntha. And above the Vaikuntha is also a planet named Golok Vrindavan, the topmost planet. The topmost of the topmost and the rarest of the rarest goes there to the Golok Vrindavan. Even Vaikuntha is also, you can go very easily. Vaikuntha is also actually, if you see the distinction, in Tattva, all the spiritual planets are same. Vaikuntha and Golok Vrindavan. And no, there even the Vaikuntha also, there are many types of Vaikunthas. Vaikuntha of Narasimha, Vaikuntha of Vamana, Vaikuntha of Vrishabhadeva, Vaikuntha of many incarnations, whatever incarnations Krishna has taken, all the incarnations, there are spiritual planets there. Each planet, each planet of each avatar incarnation. Vaikuntha of Ram, Vaikuntha of everyone is there. Shuram, Kalki, everything is there. But what's the speciality in Vaikuntha and in Golok Vrindavan? Anyone has this question? Anyone got this question? What's the difference in Golok Vrindavan and Vaikuntha? What makes Golok Vrindavan even topper, even the topmost than Vaikuntha? Did anyone get this question? Why do we say Golok Vrindavan as the topmost planet? It's because In Vaikunthas, you can be with Vishnu as a servant of Vishnu, as a das. And how is the relationship with master and a servant? How? As we know, there are five rasas, right? Shantya, Dasya, Vatsalya, Madhurya, Sakya. There are five rasas, Shanta. There are five rasas. And there is only Dasya Bhav available in Vishnu. Like, as some devotee were giving this example. Like, Ram, in Rama and Hanuman can't go and can't snatch food. As like, as Gurudev was giving the example the other day. No, Hanuman can't go and snatch food. One can't tell, Ram, do this favor for me. Take me, on your shoulders. You can't. No, you can't tell that. That's not possible because because Hanuman is in Dasya Bhav. We can't do that. But it's like very formal. Like Prabhupada said, God in house, God in his home is Golok Vrindavan, and God in office is Vaikuntha. God in office. Now just tell me, who is more accessible? Is God in house, God in his home, or God in his office? Who is more accessible? God in house, yes. God in house is very accessible. You see, our father itself, our father and all, will be like, in his, even in ourselves also, be very formal in house, right? Like, very much friendly we are in our house. But the same person who, when he goes to his office, is very sophisticated. He wears, he wears his coat. He's very formal. He's very much, doesn't talk to everyone. He maintains, his aura, right? It's like that. But the same person in his house, in his home, is very much, friendly, very, like that. Yeah, peace is everywhere. Peace is everywhere. Peace is, of course, once you start, once you enter the border from Brahmajyoti, peace is everywhere. Peace, of course. Peace is in Vaikuntha, obviously. But even the reciprocation is also important. I'll tell you why. So, like as I was telling, God in house is very accessible to us. Like, with Krishna, you can have all these five rasas. Like, in Vishnu, there is some, Vishnu lacks something, but Krishna doesn't lack. In Vishnu, there is lacking of Sakya and all, right? In Vishnu, there is lacking of Madhurya. Madhurya, especially in Parakya Bhav. I'll tell you Brahmajyoti also. Just finish this and I'll tell. So, like, Parakya is missing, lacking in Vishnu. Parakya Bhav is not there in Vishnu. But Krishna, being the Purna Purushottam, in Ram, there is only Maryada Purushottam. Even Ram also lacks something. But Krishna, being the Purna Purushottam, Krishna has everything. You can be as friend to Krishna. You can be as a servant to Krishna. You can be a lover of Krishna. You can be a wife of Krishna. You can be a butterfly of Krishna. You can be a cow. You can be a flute. You can become a garland of Krishna. You can become a tree. You can become the waters, like that. That is a availability which Krishna has and Vishnu lacks. Like, the sakas of Krishna, like, they carry Krishna everywhere. And when Krishna carries his sakas. Krishna feels. But in the same thing doesn't happen in Vaikuntha. Right? You can't ask Vishnu to massage your feet. It doesn't work. Right? Such a topmost planet is Golok Vrindavan, where the Lord, the God becomes devotee of the devotee. Radharani. Radharani is the topmost devotee of Krishna. But what happens? Krishna is such a Bhavagrahi Janardhan that Krishna becomes the devotee of his devotee. Krishna massages Radharani's feet. But that is not available in Vishnu. That is the lacking in Vishnu. And only one bhav is available in Vishnu, that is Dasya bhav. So as someone was asking in like Brahmajyoti. So again, Brahmajyoti, like you might have heard, in our sessions, in our seminar itself, that there are many kinds of yogas. right? And in one kind of yoga is our bhakti yoga, and Krishna is accessible only by bhakti yoga. And other yogas, there's Ashtang yoga, Dhyan, and Hatha yoga and all. Where in Hatha yoga and all, you might have heard that our yoga, our yoga, what our Padmasana and all, it comes. I'll just answer. Like, our Padma Asan, all our asans, and that all comes in Hatha Yoga. You might have seen many, if you have visited Kumbh and all, like you see many people, they'll be like, sitting in water, they'll be doing tapasya, they'll be standing on one feet and doing tapasya. Many people will be doing many kinds of things. They'll be sitting in fire. In summer, they'll sit in fire and do tapasya. And in cold, in winter, they enter the water and do tapasya. Right? In such kinds of austere things they do. And they try to merge themselves in Brahman. So first of all, you have to understand what is Brahman and what is Brahma Jyoti. So like the glow, what comes from Krishna. Actually, the glow which comes from Radharani is the Brahma Jyoti. No, as we know, Krishna has Sachidananda, right? Sat, Chit, and Ananda, eternity, knowledge, and bliss. But in Brahma Jyoti, there is only eternity and knowledge. There is no bliss. For any person, rather it's me or you, if you are kept in a room for some 1-2 hours only, you start getting bored. If you're alone, no phone, no nothing, no books, right? If you're kept alone, you feel bored. You start getting boredom, right? Similarly, here in Brahma Jyoti, there is no enjoyment. There is no engagement as well as there is no enjoyment. There is no reciprocation. Like the Brahma Jyoti, those who want to go to Brahma Jyoti, they have to do so much of tapasya. So much of tapasya. They have to, as I said, like Krishna, Arjuna asks about this to Krishna. And Krishna says, at the time of your death, you have to keep your life air in balance. And in the middle of your eyebrow, you have to keep your life air there. And you have to think of Vishnu. Only then you can go to like that. It's so much difficult. Like before that, I was telling how there is death, right? How much painful is death? Then how can you do this activity? It's not possible. And even if you have to go to Brahma Jyoti also, you have to take. It takes a lot of lifetime, because like you have to master breathing. Breathing is the very basic to go to the Brahma Jyoti sadhana. I'll tell you, Prabhu. Krishna Prabhu, I'll take your question. On what do you want to explain me on brief? With your question, with regard to your question, or with Shubhankar Prabhu's? Okay, like as like you go to Golok Vrinda, sorry, Brahma Jyoti there. Like you do have to do so much of austere things. The basic thing of your sadhana for a practice for a Brahma Jyoti is to do Anulom Vilom. You have to perfect that. And to perfect that, it takes 100 to 200 years. It takes 100 to 200 years just for practicing, or more than that also it can take. Just for breathing. And even Krishna says, when Arjuna says, no, I don't want to fight, I will go to the forest. Krishna, practice this. Krishna says, you can go, and Krishna says the pros and cons. Krishna says the pros and cons. I'll take Prabhu, Darshan Prabhu will take your question. So yeah, like Krishna says the pros and cons. The pros or the cons. Like you have to go and sit in the forest on the Kusha mat. On the Kusha grasses, you have to go and sit. And you have to sit, you have to just sit in the Padmasana position, keeping your back straight. Keeping your back straight is a very big thing in today's world. How many of you can sit keeping your back straight, not leaning to the chair or wall? That itself is very difficult in today's world. Today's world, we have back pain, everything. Just sitting straight is also very difficult, right? Sitting straight itself is a very big thing. And then Krishna says, you have to control your hunger, thirst, everything. And then you shouldn't be even afraid of the animals in the wild. First of all, you're going to a forest. There will be wild animals for sure. You have to be free from their fear. and you have to sit. Is it a easy thing? Can each and every one of us practice this? This itself, I just told it very briefly. I just told it in a very short way. It's not easy. It takes a lot of lifetime just to practice this. Just to go to Brahmajyoti itself, it might take around 2000 years of practice. More than 2000 also it can take. Just imagine, just for breathing only it takes 100 to 200 years. Master it. Anulom and Vilom. So that's why. And even if you go to Brahmajyoti, that's the eternity. Yeah, Krishna told coming back to his world, right? Not Golok Vrindavan. Sorry, not Brahmajyoti. Brahmajyoti is not his dham. Brahmajyoti is not. No, it's like, though Prabhupada says those who go to Brahmajyoti, it's like, committing spiritual suicide. It's like, committing spiritual suicide. It's because, once you go to Brahmajyoti, the thing what happens is, the process is entirely different. Like, in the process of Bhakti Yoga, what happens is that, whatever you do, even the slightest devotion service to Krishna, it stays in a bank account. But for Brahmajyoti, it doesn't happen like that. Once you practice, somehow you go. Somehow after 100, 2000 years, you practice, you go there for the Brahmajyoti and you fall down. Again, you have to start from basic. Again, everything. Imagine how much difficult it is. Is it possible for everyone to do this? It's like, you'll be just kept like, a child or a person in the bag or a room. Just we are alone and we are doing nothing there. How much can you do? How much can you be there by doing nothing? We will be there, that's it. We are not given any engagements there. Like a vegetable will be there present. Right, Shubhankar Prabhu? Can you do this? Can you do so much of tapasya and go? So that's why Krishna says Bhakti Yoga is the topmost. It's very easy. Just Prabhupada says, just give this one life to Krishna. Just one life. Sincerely. And even if you are not able to make perfection of your Krishna consciousness, Guru, Prabhupada, a bona fide spiritual master will take you. This is the speciality of Bhakti Yoga. And yes, like coming to Darshan Prabhu's question, if coming back to Golok Dham, if again jealous come to Krishna, then we'll follow. No, again we won't follow. We won't get that thought again. Because once you go there, you'll remember how much your suffering was there here. Again, we'll be like, no, I don't want to go. You'll be like that. You won't fall down again once you reach Golok Vrindavan. So, like, just I have this question to each and every one of you here. I guess this is the last day of our seminar, right? So, what, how will you make your life perfect? I have this question to every one of you. How will you make this life perfect of yours? Prabhu, thank you for sharing. You can close it. So, by these 6 to 7 days you have understood. Every day, we are telling the speciality, the benefit of human form of life. The Bhakti Yoga is the topmost, everything. So, how will you make your life perfect? By serving Guru, by doing Bhakti to Krishna, Krishna consciousness. By becoming a devotee of Krishna. This is the only way you can make your life perfect. By becoming a devotee of Krishna. In this material world, you will try to make someone happy. Your girlfriend, your mother, parents, father, they'll make happy, you'll try. You'll try making them happy. But they'll not become happy. That's a sad reality. No one, will be happy with your service which you render here in the material world. But only Krishna will be happy. Even you do slightest, Krishna will remember. How much ever, you do good to the material people. You do 99 good and you just do bad. People, will remember just that. But Krishna, even you do the slightest devotional service, Krishna will remember that. Even the smallest spiritual activity you do, you can become, Krishna's favorite. Krishna will become your favorite, and Krishna becomes, you can make Krishna his favorite. Bhaktos me priyos me, Krishna says. That, my devotees are my lovable objects. What more do you want? Right? Krishna is someone who is permanent, who will be there. Krishna is there in everyone's heart. He's always listening to you as Paramatma from one body to another. So I guess we can take the questions now, question answers. So everyone can put your questions here. Which if bhakti is not 100%, then we will go to Swargalok. Actually, yes, we will go to higher planetary systems because we you have developed so much sukruti by doing devotional service. We'll go to we'll go to uh, Swargalokas. But if you are sincere and you have accepted a bona fide guru can take you Golok rather than Swargalok. So, question by Gaurav Patil Prabhu: how to be happy in daily works routine? So, Gaurav Prabhu, you have to just see how to be happy means. Look, what is your goal? What is your goal? You're working, right? What is your goal of working? You have to know that goal. If you're working for yourself, Gaurav Prabhu, then you won't be happy in this, not just in this lifetime, you won't be happy in this any lifetime. Not just this, you won't be happy in any of the lifetimes. It's not possible. If you are working for someone else, it won't be helpful to you. But if you make Krishna the center of your life, Krishna, I'm earning so that I can donate for your temple, for you. I can engage myself in your service. For I can I'm working so that I can earn, and with that money I can make temples. I can feed or prasadam to a poor. I can help devotees like that. And now if you are if you are a student, you can study I can study. I am studying so that I can use my knowledge in Krishna's service like this. If you are dedicating each and everything of your activities to Krishna, only then you can be happy. And you have to even know the result. Who is the giver of your result? Gaurav Prabhu. Who is the giver of your result? As Gurudev was telling, there are two kinds of yogas, Bhakti Yoga and Karma Yoga. In Karma Yoga also, in Karma Yoga also, the process, the ideal process is that you have to give your result, every result to the owner of the giver. Who is the owner of the giver? Owner of the giver. Who is giving all your results? Krishna. Prabhuji, we need proof, right, that Srila Prabhupada went to Golok Dham. Actually, we should know who is a guru, who is Prabhupada. We have to know that. We don't know actually the potency of Srila Prabhupada. Actually, a guru, who is a guru? Can anyone tell who is a guru? Lack of time, how we? So, lack of time. See, in this material world, now, every one of us, we are running behind something or the other. Right? Gaurav Prabhu, I'm just answering your question. In our life, we are running. A student is running for his studies. Study. I want to study. I have to study. And he goes, whole life, he goes in studies. And then he gets to job. After he gets the job, 9 to 5, 9 to 5, more than 9 to 5, he's working. What happens then? Parents says marry. Okay, I'll get married. After marriage, take the responsibility of the kids, parents, old parents, and my own wife, of myself. I have to take care. Whole life we are just giving to someone or the other. But when will you give time for yourself? No. Right? You give your whole life to someone or the other, right? In serving someone or the other. Right, Prabhu? If you are facing difficulties in typing or it takes time, you can come on mic if that is accessible to you. Gaurav Prabhu. If you have the access, you can come on mic. Right? Whole life, our whole life goes in something or the other, achieving in something or the other. Like, just tell you the example of a parrot of what Gurudev gave 2 days ago. 2 days ago, what Gurudev gave example, I'll tell you. Like, there's a parrot in a cage. Okay, there is parrot in a cage. Every day, Gaurav Prabhu, you are just cleaning the cage. You're washing it, you're making it shine, you're doing everything for the cage. Everything you're doing every day. Each and every day you're wiping the cage, washing it, drying it, painting it, oiling it, everything you're doing. But you're not taking care of the parrot which is inside the cage. Will that parrot survive? Will that parrot survive? Gaurav Prabhu, will that parrot survive? Okay. So there is a parrot in a cage. Okay, there's a parrot in a cage. And you, the owner of the cage and the parrot, you are just wiping, taking care of the cage, not the parrot. You're not feeding the parrot. You're just cleaning the cage, you're doing this, you're doing that for the cage. You're doing nothing for the parrot. So will the parrot survive? Will the parrot survive? You want to repeat again? You want me to repeat again? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Maybe he's facing issue. Network issue, yes, I think so. Okay, Gaurav Prabhu, I'll just come to a question at the last, okay? You can just tell me, you can fix your network if you have any issues. I'll just come to a question again at the last. So, okay, as I was telling, I was reading Tejas Prabhu's question. Who is Guru? Okay, Tejas Prabhu. Oh, yeah, okay. Fix your network, Prabhu. No problem. Fix your network. I'll just give you an answer again. I'll take your question again, okay? Just let me know once your network is fixed. Okay? Let me know. Yes, Tejas Prabhu, tell me. Who is the Guru? You can come on, Mike, if you want. Gives knowledge. Okay. So, okay, now just tell me, are the teachers in your school or college, are they Guru? Are the teachers in your school or college, are they Guru? Yes, okay. Who gives knowledge, is a very, what do you say, very very least answer. Who gives knowledge? Okay, Guru is not, yeah, that's a important thing. What? Darshan Prabhu, I'll explain. Please give me some time. I'm coming by order, right? There are a few more questions. After Tejas Prabhu's, I'll give yours. Okay? Just give me some time. So yeah. So who is a guru? We have to know that. A guru, I'll just give you example. Darshan Prabhu, Tejas Prabhu, I'm coming to your home. I'm coming to your home, Tejas Prabhu. Okay? And I'll tell you. And how come? I'll say, oh Prabhu, how come travel so far? So where do you live? Tejas Prabhu in Karnataka. Where do you live in Karnataka? In Bangalore, nice. So, in Bangalore, Where do you live in Bangalore? Outskirts of Bangalore. Okay, nice. So yeah. So if I'm coming from from inner Bangalore, from South Bangalore, yeah, I guess I yeah South yeah. If I'm coming from South Bangalore to outskirts of Bangalore, I'm very tired. Okay, I'm very tired, and I'm coming to your home. I'll tell, oh Prabhu, I'm very thirsty. Give me some water. And you will tell, okay, Prabhu, no, you don't take water because you're coming. You told me you will come. I am giving you samosa. Take this samosa. I will tell, okay, Prabhu, no, no, thanks for the samosa, but give me water. You will again come and tell, oh, Prabhu, okay, okay, you don't like samosa, you take this, what do you say, pizza. Take this pizza. I'll tell, okay, Prabhu, pizza is also nice, thank you, but give me something, give me a water now for refreshing myself. You will tell, okay, Prabhu, okay, you don't want pizza, take this hot milk, hot badam milk with kesar, elaichi, and all, turmeric. I'll tell, okay, even this is also fine, but give me water. I'll ask you, give me water. So, what should you do? Should you give me this pizza, this burger, or should you give me water? What should you give me? Water or pizza? Yeah. Similarly, like a guru is a person who knows Krishna. Okay. Even if I'm coming to your home and I'm asking you, Prabhu, cook my favorite food. I'll tell you, Tejas Prabhu, cook my favorite food. What will be your first question? I'm telling you, cook my favorite food. I'm your guest. Cook my favorite food. What will be your first question? Everyone can answer. Yeah. Which is your favorite food? This is an important question. So similarly, we know Krishna is personality of Godhead, everything we know. But what is Krishna like? How will we know? Right? How we will know that Krishna, what does he like? Guru is the one who gives that. Guru. Like Krishna said, right? Sarvadharmam parityajya mamekam sharanam raja. He said surrender. He just vaguely said surrender. But Krishna didn't say how to surrender, where to surrender, whom to surrender. Or yeah, sorry, just he said surrender to me. He didn't tell how. He didn't give the process. That's why Chaitanya, he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give the process. So similarly, Guru is a person. A Guru, basically, an Diksha Guru, or like he should be a Nitya Siddha. So like you have to understand what is Nitya Siddha. There are three kinds of entities. Okay, Nitya Siddha and Nitya Baddha. So there are two kinds. Sorry, two kinds. Nitya Siddha and Nitya Baddha and Sadhana Siddha. Okay, there are three kinds of species: Nitya Siddha, Nitya Baddha, and Sadhana Siddha. Okay, and Nitya Siddha, who are Nitya Siddhas? Nitya Siddhas are devotees who are eternally living in Golok Vrindavan. They don't have fall down. They are not fallen like us. They are eternally living. Okay, those are Nitya Siddhas. And who is Nitya Baddhas? Nitya Baddhas are those people who are eternally bound to material world, like us. We are there in material world. We are Nitya Baddhas. And there are one more category of devotees. That is Sadhana Siddha. Those people who can go to Golok Vrindavan by being sadhana. Like that. Nitya Siddha, yeah. So yeah. So a guru should be a person who is coming from Golok Vrindavan, who is a Nitya Siddha. Only then he can take us back to Krishna. Like I'm giving an example. If you are stuck in well, you are stuck in a well, okay. Even I am also stuck with you in a well. Can I help you then getting out? In getting out, can I help you if both of us are stuck? No, because someone who has to come from outer part, he has to come and help us. Similarly, Guru is a person. A Guru is a person who comes and helps us. So Prabhupada is already a Nitya Siddha. Prabhupada eternally lives in Golok Vrindavan. Prabhupada just for us he came. Just for us he came. That's it. Prabhupada is Nitya Siddha. A guru responsibility, is very huge. Very, very huge. Prabhupada said, I will live in my books forever. Who can give this statement? Such a powerful statement. right? It is said that Guru in the this thing, in our Guru Vastakam, Mangalarti prayers, we say Guru is equal to Krishna. Guru should be respected as much as we respect we give to Krishna. Because Guru is the most favorite person to Krishna. Do you know who should be who can become a Guru? Do you know? A Guru should be a most confidential servant here, a most confidential servant of Shrimati Radharani, or an expansion of Nityananda Prabhu. Only then he can become a Guru. Such an exalted position, right? Even Krishna doesn't has bhakti. Even Krishna, if he wants, Krishna can't give you bhakti. A bhakti can only be given by Bhakti Devi, who is Srimati Radharani or a Guru. That's why we say, right, His divine grace. Why do we say His divine grace? Because His divine grace is causeless. Prabhupada is eternally living in Golok Vrindavan. Prabhupada is not like us. Okay. Got your answer? Got your answer, bro? Okay, nice. So next, Dasham Prabhu's question. Prabhuji, no fall down from material world. It's permanent, spiritual world. Yeah, spiritual world is permanent. Krishna says this material world. Material world is temporary. Dukkalayam ashashvatam. Material world is temporary and it's full of distress. This material world in a sense. Prabhu, can you show the first chart? Bhagavad Prabhu, can you please show the first chart? First picture. Radha. No, I'm not talking about Radharani. Now the question is changed. Now I'm talking about the spiritual and the material world. Okay. I guess Bhagavad Prabhu is also having some issues. But if you have seen the first picture, Darshan Prabhu, did you see the first picture? No, I'm not talking about that. Just give me a minute, Prabhu. There is Radharani is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita as well. There is mention. There is already mentioned. There mention is there. Okay, Darshan Prabhu, are you there? Darshan Prabhu, are you there? Darshan Chauhan Prabhu. Yes, okay. Did you see the first chart? First chart which Prabhu had shared. First image. Yeah, I'll tell. Just give me a few minutes. Darshan Prabhu, did you see the first chart? The first picture? Not this one. The first picture which we had shown. The whole material world, the 14 planetary system comes. Yeah, the lokas, yes, the lokas picture. The 14 planetary system, the 14 lokas come in the material world. Anywhere you are going in the material world, there is death, there is fall down. But in Golok Vrindavan, it's permanent. You don't fall down. Got it? Free will is there. But once you go to Golok Vrindavan, because you are experienced of so much of pain here, you will whenever you get the thought of living again there, you will you won't fall down. You will remember this thought, this pain, and once you wherever see, I'll tell you. Once, even if you have the desire of, Prabhupada said, even if you are having the desire of even eating rasagulla, even if you are having the desire of eating rasgulla also, you will fall down. To go to Golok Vrindavan is not easy, na. In this process, like in the process of getting clear, in the process of getting filtration, in the process of getting filtration of your water, the water comes is very dirty. Then by purification, sedimentation, this, that, putting filters, stirring it, you do this and that, the water becomes pure. Similarly, in this process of bhakti yoga, you become pure. You give up that desire, that enviousness towards Krishna. You just give up being jealous. Devotees, you see, and devotees are not jealous. Why? Why are they not jealous? They were, but they just stopped it, or like they just transformed themselves. Like I said, Valmiki, right? Valmiki example I gave. He was such a big what do you say, bad person, right? But how did he transform himself in this process of bhakti yoga, right? Similarly, in this process of bhakti yoga, even the jealous desire or the enviousness which you have towards Krishna also gets cleared. Got it? Okay, understood, Prabhu. And yeah, Vani Mataji's question. No, Anamaka Mataji will answer the question later. I'll answer, but no, just give me some time. Vani Mataji's question, I saw somewhere, even if we chant Krishna's name once, they will be liberated from this. Is it true? Or else we need to be perfect in bhakti? Yes, the answer, it goes according to your surrenderance. Like, if you take the example of Ajamila, he was like, very much last, he was not a devotee. Earlier, he was devotee, but later, he just like, went in Maya. And then, he was like, he called out his son Narayan, not the God Narayan, but he called out his son Narayan. But because he was very much surrendered, and even in his previous bhakti, everything was there at that time, because he called Narayan that time, it was Nam Abbas. Even the name also, even the name has three types of names: Shuddhanam, Nam Abbas, and Nam Aprad. Okay, even in chanting also there is three kinds of names: Nam Abbas, Shuddhanam, and Aprad. Nam Aprad. So what is Nam Abbas? What is Shuddhanam? Shuddhanam is a desire. Shuddhanam is a name which you take in synchronization of your heart, tongue, and your mind. Like nowadays, we just chant. If we are chanting, it is just tongue deep. We chant. We have to because it's like we chant as if we have given a responsibility to chant. That's it. We don't have any love for chanting, right? Because Prabhupada has said, or Gurudev has said, we are just chanting it. Because and that is not Shuddhanam. It's just we are chanting it with Nam Aprats. What are Nam Aprats? Like there are 10 Nam Aprats. Okay, like equating demigod and Krishna in the same level. Thinking chanting Hare Krishna's power is imaginary. Like that. There are 10 Nam Aprats, being not attentive. That will all come under Nam Aprats. And in Nam Abhas, it's like a name in between, it's like higher than Nam Aprad, but not Shuddhanam. Shuddhanam is where you call out sincerely to Krishna. Only then, yes. You can only once also can get liberation. Like Prabhupada's Guru Maharaj, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, just taking one Shuddhanam of Krishna is enough to give up all your attachments. Just one Shuddhanam of Krishna can relieve you from all kinds of attachments and desires. Just one Shuddhanam, you can see Krishna. Even that's also possible. But are we chanting that Shuddhanam? Are we chanting that one name purely? Even that also is important. Right? Got it, Vani Mataji? Are we sincere? If you are sincere, then even just not one mala, you can't finish your rounds for 64 malas. Sincere. Like, how do you mean by being sincere? How do you mean by being sincere? How many Hare Krishna are required to enter Golok? So, as I said, it depends on you, Darshan Prabhu. As Gurudev said, just 12 years is enough if you are being really sincere, following four regulative principles. 16 rounds every day, following four regulative principles, following the process, doing seva, sadhana, sadhu sangha. Just give one life, just give one lifetime to Krishna. As we said, in this lecture of reincarnation, we saw number. It depends on you, na. Let's say, like if I'm really sincere, I can see Krishna in the next moment. I can see Krishna next moment if I'm sincere. If I'm truly sincere, few devotees asked Prabhupada, these many lifetimes we were engaged in Maya, right? We have become so much degraded. Then how can we, is it one lifetime, is it enough to get Krishna? They asked, disciples asked Prabhupada. So Prabhupada answered, if you are surrendered, even this second is enough. Just 1 second is enough. Just 1 second is enough. But are we in that qualification? That is important, na? Are we qualified? Like, I'll tell you. Like, once, Prabhupada tells this, that, once one person was like, a person, he was like, went to some place and he started to shout, God, if you exist, come in front of me. Like, today, tomorrow, so and so date, so and so time, so and so day, you have to appear in front of me. Only then I'll believe you. He made a big announcement. Okay. Then in that place, next day, many people came, media, everyone came, and they started to record him. And like, he was in talk of the show, talk of the town that day. Okay. He went there. He called, God, if you exist, come in front of me. If you are alive, if you are not dead, come in front of me. He shouted like anything. And then later, God didn't come. Then you know what he declared? He declared, God is dead. He said, God is dead. And the thing is, what qualification do we have to see God? That should be the question. If you really, if you guys really fall in love with Krishna, you can't stop chanting. You can't stop chanting. That's not possible at all. Like, lover. If Darshan Prabhu or Vani Mataji, like, you guys, Darshan Prabhu, you love a girl. Okay, Vani Mataji, you love a boy. Okay, if you guys fall in love, you will be always thinking about that person. Right? Yes or no? Am I right? Others also. Am I right? If we fall in someone's love, we will be always thinking about them. Oh, what is my no my sweetheart doing? What is my darling doing? Has he ate our dinner? Has he eaten? Has he slept? Everything, even the smallest thing, we will think about them, right? What will be they doing? Okay, at this time it's 8:20. They might be watching reels or watching TV, watching some serials, right? You'll be thinking every day. You'll be sitting in class, in your university class, in college. You'll be thinking, oh, what will be she doing? And did she have his dinner, like that, right? You can't stop thinking. Similarly, once you fall in love with Krishna, you can't stop it. You can't stop. So the thing is, we are not sincere now. This process of chanting 16 rounds, following four negative principles, brings us to the position of being sincere. Today, Mataji, I will think, or no, we will think, today I am sincere. I'll just chant one round. How much days will that one round happen? After some time, we will leave bhakti itself. We will stop chanting itself. Because that's not sincere. Right? So these regulative principles and rules are to make us regulative. Right? What your answer? If you want, you can go now only. If you want Darshan Prabhu, you can go now only. Now only, not 100, not how many lifetimes. You can go now only. Even if you are, as I told, if you are surrendered, even 1 second is enough. 1 second is enough. If you are surrendering, just 1 second. You can, if you are sincere, forget, as Gurudev told, 12 years is just external limit, not the internal. Internal, if you want, I can see Krishna now only if I am sincere. Prabhupada said, like, every Prabhupada, he was like, always with Krishna, always in thinking of Vrindavan. How to be, like, how Prabhuji, you are asking me. See, it's not artificial. Artificial, no, if you are doing, okay, I'm seeing Krishna, doesn't work. 1 or 2 days it works, that's it. So how do you start this process? If you want, you can, if you are sincere now, you can see Krishna. But I'm not sincere, but I'm willing to see Krishna. How do I see? By following the regulative principles, by following the process what Guru has given. Because how do we trust the Guru? Because Guru has seen the truth. Guru has seen the truth. And who is the truth? Krishna is the truth. So follow what Guru says. That's how you become 100% full in bhakti. But to love Krishna, we first have to feel or see him. How can this happen? You are seeing Krishna every moment. Every moment you are seeing Krishna. But you are failing to recognize him. You are failing to recognize him. How? You can ask me how. See, like in this mental world, we need food, we need air, we need water. Who is giving that? Krishna is giving. For everyone, he is giving. Right? For you, your mother, at least your devotee you're attending here. Right? He is giving you. He's giving me. He's giving everyone. He's even giving to the atheist. This is his love. Krishna gives to everyone. Theist, atheist, everyone he gives without any partiality. But at some point, he becomes partial. Krishna says, I'm impartial. But sometimes, at one particular time, he becomes partial. But for whom? For his devotee. Krishna says, Bhaktosmi Priyosmi. And in one more shloka, Krishna says, only my devotees can know me. No one else can know him. Krishna's name is Ajita. He can't be conquered. But devotees can conquer him. Like Radharani, the topmost devotee of Krishna. You can see Krishna massaging Radharani's feet. So yeah, like how, like you see, as you ask me how can you feel Krishna? Everyone, Krishna is giving for everyone. But what special has he done with you? What special has he done with you? That's what is important, right? To fall in love with Krishna. Krishna has given you has given you this chance to even attend the session. That itself is a big gift from Krishna. That's itself a big gift. He has given you this process to love him. If you take this process, Krishna has directed you. Come, go and register yourself here, Vani Mataji. Vani, you go and register. Krishna has given you this instruction from your heart. And Mataji, now, if you are utilizing this opportunity, you can get Krishna for sure. Krishna has already given. Krishna has already proposed you. Krishna has already proposed all of us by giving his bhakti, by giving Guru. Then how do we say I love you to Krishna? It's by following the process how Krishna has given. Just start. Just take Krishna is my friend or Krishna is my lover. I want to serve him. That's it. Start. Once you start, Krishna will guide you. Krishna is in your heart. Krishna sees your sincerity and Krishna will guide you. For sure. Actually, Moon Mataji, this question, Prabhuji, while being imperfect in bhakti, if devotee leaves body abruptly, some accident, what happens to their soul? Do they get Goloka or next birth? It's important. Actually, this depends on each devotee and Krishna as well. If that devotee at that accident, if he remembers Krishna, then it's best. Even if he is not able to remember, at some or the other time, if he is really very sincere, if he is really sincere regarding with Guru and Krishna, then Krishna might come and take them. Or else, sometimes they can even get a ghost body also, if they are not really serious about that. However, they will get, once, if some normal person, if you or me or someone else, if they leave their body by some heart attack or something like this or that, if we leave our body also, what happens is that if a devotee doesn't complete his 100% Krishna consciousness, he will be given birth in either in a devotee family, okay, either in a Krishna devotee family, or in a very good Brahman family, or in a rich family, or even in a very much educated family also as well. Yeah, Elon Musk also can take. But they don't do bhakti, na. Taking birth is different. But once you even take birth, you continue the process. Like bhakti is not something, you start from zero. Bhakti, if you are doing in this lifetime, if you're 10% of your bhakti, if from your next lifetime you will do 11%. You will continue. You have just paused it in this lifetime. In the next lifetime, you just resume it. It's like that. Got it? That's great. Vani Mataji, Guruji, I have always chanted and loved Lord Sri Rama. He has always fulfilled my every wish, and even I chant when I feel relaxed chanting Rama Rama. That's great. You can become a devotee of Lord Ram also. But love is unconditional, right? We say love should be unconditional. Where there is condition, there is not love, right? Love is something where it breaks every rules and regulations, right? Yes or no? Love is not conditioned to anything. So similarly, what happens is like yes, no. How how Krishna makes people feel, yeah, that's true, anxious. That's right. Even if you see in Lord Ram also it happens. You can ask me how. Even Ram also makes people anxious. Take example of Sita Mata, right? So much anxiety. She's sitting in someone else's country, right? Someone unknown people. Such a very much threatening situation there. Krishna does that because to test the devotee. Like I'll tell you, who Vani Mataji self, you were asking how devotees we can experience Krishna. You were asking in this month, in the 30th of this month, we are celebrating Narsimha Chaturdashi. Do you know why do we celebrate Narsimha Chaturdashi? Yeah, that was not. Yes. That's make anxious. Yes. I let it be. I'm asking you, Mataji. Why do we celebrate Narsimha Chaturdashi? Anyone knows why? No. It's because, do you know Prahlad Maharaj? Prahlad Maharaj? Yes. See, this is the power of devotee. This is the power of a devotee. You guys know Prahlad Maharaj, but not Nrsimhadev. See, Prahlad Maharaj is more famous than Nrsimhadev. That is the power of devotee. Only a devotee can win over Krishna. So yeah, so Nrsimhadev is not Nrsimhadev. Prahlad Maharaj, his father Hiranyakashipu was torturing Prahlad Maharaj a lot. He was yeah. See, Krishna makes his devotee feel anxious. See, I'll tell you. Yeah, like in Krishna, sorry, Hiranyakashipu. We celebrate Holi, right? We celebrate Holi. Do you know why do we celebrate Holi? No, when before Holi we give that fire, right? We burn fire the previous night. Do we know why do we do that? Even this is also connected with Nrsimhadev and Prahlad Maharaj. Like Nrsimhadev, yeah, Holika Dahan, yes. Do you know why? Yeah, Holika Dahan, exactly. Anyone know why? Why do we do that? Anyone knows why? Holika is a sister of Hiranyakashipu. Sister or aunt? Yeah, Bua, yes. Bua is exactly. Like, because, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu are two brothers and they were envious of Vishnu, envious of Krishna. They were envious. And, by the mercy, see the mercy, this is what is the mercy of Guru, Narad Dev, Narad Muni. By his mercy, Prahlad Maharaj became a devotee, right? And Hiranyakashipu didn't like this. He gave so much of problems to Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj was thrown from hill. Prahlad Maharaj was given poison. Prahlad Maharaj was given, ready to even be crushed by elephant's foot. So many arrangements were made by his father. Even he was literally burnt. by his aunt, tried to burn. But what happened? Krishna came. And Hiranyakashipu, because he was envious about God, Krishna himself and Prahlad Maharaj. See, this is the power of a devotee. Krishna controls everyone. Krishna controls everyone, right? Krishna controls everyone, but a devotee controls Krishna. When Prahlad Maharaj was asked by his father, where is Krishna? Is Krishna there in this wall? Is Krishna there within you? Is Krishna there within me? Is Krishna there in this pillar? Then Prahlad Maharaj said, yes, Krishna is there within this pillar. He then went, just was attacking the pillar. That time Dev came out and protected his devotee Prahlad. This is what happens. Whenever his devotees are in danger, Krishna comes. What more assurance you want? Take example of Draupadi. Such, how much great people were there. Arjun, right? Arjun, Bhim, Nakul, and everyone were there. Sahadev, Bhishma Pitamaha, one of the 12 Mahajans. Devotee himself is there. But he couldn't. What happened? Krishna came at the end of the day. Right? Krishna came and protected. Why? Why does Krishna test his devotees? You can ask me now. Why? Krishna tests his devotees. See, first of all, the earlier days of our spiritual life, Maya tests us. Maya will test us by giving us few problems, little hindrance to our bhakti. Why? Because loving Krishna should be unconditional, unalloyed, pure. Right? And when you go to Krishna, give me this, Krishna, today, I'm having my exams, somehow or other, make me get 95%, 100%, 99%. Krishna, I want a car, I want Mercedes, give me that. I want Rolls Royce, gives me that. Like this, we'll ask towards Krishna. We'll go and ask to Krishna. And love shouldn't be like, give and take. Love is not give and take, right? Love is never give and take. Even if you see like many ashik, many so-called lovers also, they will like even one-sided lovers. They don't expect from other side. Even if it's coming from other side, it's good. Even if it's not coming, I will love the opposite person. Right? Similarly, even in the same case, it happens with Radharani also. See, Krishna left Vrindavan for 100 years. 100 years Radharani was in separation. But still, what happened? She played an example for us how we should love towards Krishna. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, when he came as Krishna himself, when he came as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, he told, see, he gave us an example. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he would cry in separation of Krishna. So much. See, Radharani is the topmost devotee of Krishna. The Radharani name, the name Radha, itself comes from the word Aradhana. It comes from Aradhana. That means the best of the worshippers is Srimati Radharani. Such a topmost devotee was tested. Why she was tested? Because by testing, what happens is that in early days, as I told, Maya test, and as you become sincere, Krishna starts to test you. And when Krishna starts to test you, you just like even your love gets more and more intensified. More and more gets intensified. Right? When you for example, like when two lovers are in love, in the opposite person, when parents stop the daughter or his son, don't love, they start creating problems in their love life. Even the boy or the girl, they cross their borders, cross their box, and come at each other, and they meet. Right? It happens, yes or no? And when that happens, the love is more intensified. It shows their more love, right? Yes or no? Even having so many problems in your household, everything, but still you come out. And you express your love. It is such an intensified love, right? And when Krishna creates such problems, Krishna devotees become eternal. Krishna devotees become eternal. See, how do we remember Draupadi? How do we remember Draupadi? We remember Draupadi by that scene of that Vastraharan. How do we remember Prahlad Maharaj? By the problems given by his father. How do you remember Mirabai? Problems created by her household. her husband, her family. How do you remember Prabhupada? Best example, Prabhupada, at the age of 70, two heart attacks in the ship. So many problems. Prabhupada is the purest devotee of Krishna. Why did you suffer problems? Because he is setting as an example. This is Krishna. He tests you at every point. He will keep test at every point. And when you pass that every point, he becomes even more happy. Oh, he's so much loving me. And even Krishna also intensifies his love. Okay. Got an answer, Mataji? Darshan Prabhu, are you there? No, sorry, not Darshan Prabhu. Sorry. Arjun went to Goloka as a devotee and saw Vishwarup. See, Arjuna is already a devotee. As I told, devotees are like many types. Nitya Siddha, Nitya Baddha and all. Arjuna is a Nitya Siddha, is eternally living with Krishna. But Arjuna didn't go to Goloka. Arjuna didn't go to Goloka. Why? Why didn't he go to Goloka? Is because Arjuna is a Nitya Parishud of Krishna. Wherever Krishna goes, Krishna goes from one Brahmanda to another Brahmanda. Krishna is always traveling. He's traveling from one Brahmanda to other Brahmanda. So in that Brahmanda, where every Brahmanda where Krishna goes, similarly Arjuna also goes there. Arjuna also accompanies Krishna. So Arjuna is busy in accompanying with Krishna. That's why Arjuna didn't go to Golok. But Arjuna, after getting the instruction from Krishna, Sarvadharmam Paritajya Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Mam Ekam Sharanam Vraja. Mam Ekam. Only me, you go and surrender in Vraja, Vrindavan. Then the 5 Pandavas came to Vrindavan and they were doing tapasya in Radhakund. And now those 5 Pandavas are 5 trees in Vrindavan at Radhakund. Any more questions? Does anyone have any question? And one more, who was that? Gaurav Prabhu, are you there? Gaurav Prabhu. Okay, Gaurav Prabhu is not there. Okay, does anyone have any other question? Any more questions? Anamika Mataji? No, okay. Anyone has any questions? Any question, Vani Mataji? So, okay. I would request, each and every... Oh, Prabhuji, long we stay for a globe if bhakti not complete. It depends, how much you have done. How much bhakti you have done, at that much time you will be living in Svargaloka. Again, see, the whatever, bhakti is like, directly proportional. Bhakti is directly proportional. How much ever you surrender, that much you get the result. It's like that. Etam mam prapadante. Krishna says, how much ever you do, that much result I give. It's like that. As people, if die in Vrindavan, will they be liberated? If you are asking me, the people who have taken birth itself in Vrindavan, they have taken birth. I'll just tell you. Like, few people, like, if, they have taken birth in Vrindavan, already they have taken birth in Vraja, in Braj, they have taken birth due to some faults. Due to some faults which was lacking in them. That's why they took birth in Vrindavan. Okay. And if you're asking other devotees also, nowadays, Vrindavan has just become a tourist place. No, a person goes with a pure heart in getting love of Krishna. Then the main process or the agenda of going to a spiritual place should be to get a guru, a spiritual masters association or a devotees association. And nowadays, people are just going, here and there just to see temples and just to get some photos and videos. That's it. So that's not pure bhakti. And it depends again on Krishna also, what he wants. Yeah, boat drowned. It depends on Krishna, what Krishna wants and what is their desire. Maybe they can again take birth as human if Krishna wants, or if Krishna wants, you can even give them bhakti also, or if Krishna wants, you can just give them normal life also, normal human life, rather giving them animal species also. It depends on Krishna. Like for Prahlad Maharaj, Nrsimha Dev told, your 21 generations will be liberated because you are becoming a devotee. 21 generations because you are becoming a devotee. Again, it depends on Krishna. Okay. Any more questions? I'll just answer, like, when devotee, because he had asked this question. There is no mention of Radha name in Bhagavad Gita. Yeah, for sure. Not just your elder sister, everyone will be liberated. Even your, even the generation which you have not seen, even they will also be liberated. Not just you. Even the generation you have not seen, na, your, what do you say, great grandfather's grandfather, even they will also be liberated. Whose name you don't know, who you have never seen, even they will also be liberated. Even not just your sister, elder sister, even you, if you are becoming devotee also, your elder sister will be liberated. Not just you, 21 generations will be liberated. They will go to Golok Vrindavan. Vaikunta. Golok or Vaikunta, it depends on the devotee how they are practicing. If they are practicing the worship of Vishnu, they'll go to Vaikunta, Lakshmi and Vishnu. If they're practicing the bhakti of uh, Radharani and Krishna, they'll go to Golok Vrindavan. It's like that. But now we are married to different families. Then also, yes, then also we'll go. Don't worry. If devotees are not extreme like Prahlad Maharaj, then how many generations will be liberated? Devotee is devotee. That's it. Once see, even devotees also, there are three kinds of devotees: Kanishta, Madhyama, and Uttama. Kanishta devotees, like who just follow regulative principles and just chanting. That's it. They don't do much. But Madhyamadikari devotees are devotees they can who talk to Krishna, see to Krishna, speak, associate with Krishna. Okay, and should and Uttamadikari devotees who are like Prabhupada. Even if you are becoming a Madhyamadikari devotee, also 21 generations will be liberated. Prahlad Maharaj is just an example. Even if you are becoming devotee, you can. Even Vani Mataji, if she is becoming a devotee, she can liberate 21 generations. Even if Shubhankar Prabhu, Darshan Prabhu, Tejas Prabhu, or Munmun Mataji, anyone. See, like love, of course we can love. Of course we can love. But the thing is, what is love? We have to know the definition, right? What is love? If you don't know what is the definition of love, then anything and everything you will call it as love. Like in today's on Instagram and all, if you see today nowadays, people have just brought DTs just for fun. Just for fun, they have brought DTs in their home. Just they are like I've seen just see Vrindavan also. Vrindavan just nowadays it has become a tourist spot. Why? Tell me, because they don't have bhakti. They just think, okay, just going to temple is bhakti, love. No, it's not. Nowadays, what people do, they just take the deities of Krishna, okay, just treat it like a toy. No respect, no proper worship, just like a toy. Kids are throwing them. I literally saw a few days ago a video where one child was making Jagannath sleep, and the deity fell down, and the mother or no one was even ready to lift the deity. That has become, and no, you just go and tell them, and they will say this is love, and they won't even do nothing. They won't take bath. They won't do nothing. They won't follow regulative principles. They'll be eating non-veg. They will even feed Krishna also non-veg, and they'll say this is love. That is not love. As I said, for Tejas Prabhu, if I'm going to his home, he should know what I love to eat. Only then he can prepare me. Similarly, we should know what is Krishna love, right? What is Krishna like? Even if you love a boy or girl, you will try knowing what does this boy love. Does he like cake? I'll give him cake. Does he like namkeen? I'll give him namkeen. Does he like bike? I'll gift him a bike. Does he like car? I'll gift him a car. Like that. We always see what the other person like, right? We have to go according to light. And Shastras. Why are Shastras important? Because they teach us what does Krishna love. What is the proper standard of loving Krishna? Or else anything and everything will just give a title of love, which is not right. Right? We'll do everything according to us whimsically and we'll tell this is love. No, but there will stage come where Krishna will personally come and feed you. Will play with you, will talk with you. There will be a stage it will come. But till then, you have to follow rules and regulations. That's why Shastras are important. Unless and until you don't know a person, then how will you love him? Right? If someone wants to love you, Vani Mataji, you're already married, sorry. But still, huh? If your husband, you're married, right? Yes. So if your husband wants to love you, he will see uh what do you like, right? He sees what do you like. In what do you like roses? You like teddy, or you like what food do you like? Which place do you like? He sees everything, right? Because everything should be your centric. Similarly, we have to see what does Krishna like. Got it? Or else everything and everything will do and give a title of love. Bhava hai hamara Krishna ke prati. This is what people do. People now I've seen they take the deities of Krishna, Ladu Gopal and all, and they just taking like anything and going in Vrindavan, roaming everywhere and anywhere. They're touching, they're eating food, they're touching their feet, touching this and that, and they're directly touching the deities. Is that right? No. But to go and tell them, and they'll tell, Bhave Amara Aisa. What you will tell them? This is wrong. Literally, this is wrong. No, there are only no. There is no 84 lakh species in Golok Dham. It's only in material world. Golok Dham has different species, and only one species are there in Golok Dham, and that is devotees. Only and only no, devotees. Yes, even the tree is devotee, the frog is devotee, the butterfly is devotee, everything is devotee there. Only one species. Any more question? That's why Shastras are important to know. We have to know, right? Krishna says, Tad Dhamma Paramamama. My Dhamma is the topmost Dhamma. Like that. How do we know that? By reading the Shastras. Krishna says, I was telling about Golok Vrindavan. How do we know that? Brahma is glorifying Krishna. Krishna, you are so beautiful. Krishna, you are Madan Mohan. Radharani, you are Madan Mohan Mohini. How do we know that? By reading the Shastras again. Talk in Golok. Yeah, maybe. Why not? We can't imagine. It's beyond our thoughts. Even the butterfly might talk. Yes. No, in the trees, the Goloka trees, they feel sad if Krishna doesn't come. So yeah, they might talk. Prabhuji, we came from Prata Shakti because of choice. You're asking about free will? You're asking about free will, Prabhu? Prata Shakti. You're asking that, did we come from Prata Shakti? Choice given to Jivatma. See, both are different, na? Choice is free will. Free will, like, see, even Krishna doesn't like forcing. Krishna doesn't like that. Like, if I'm taking any one of you to the hotel, let's say, okay, I'm taking any one of you. Anyone wants who wants to come with me to a hotel for eating? Anyone wants to volunteer for this example? Anyone wants to volunteer for this example? Anyone? So let's say, okay, I'm taking Bhagavad Prabhu to hotel today. Okay, and I'm telling him, Prabhu, I'm giving you okay, Prabhu, you go and take anything, whatever you want, but you take only rice side, only idli. I'm telling him. Okay, I'm telling him, okay, Prabhu, you go and take anything, but you have to take only idli. Is this free will? Hmm. Why? Because I have put him some restrictions. Right. And next again, I'm taking to hotel and I'm telling him, okay, you can go and have whatever you want, but you have to take only and only rice items. Only rice. Is that again free will? Is that again freedom? No. But the third time, I'm telling him, Prabhu, you go and take whatever you want. Is there free will? The Jiva Tattva is different from the marginal line. The Tata Shakti, marginal line. Yes. There is full freedom. Similarly, even Krishna also. He saw, that we wanted to enjoy. Krishna gave take, enjoy with his toy kitchen. Like, I'll just tell you an example. Like, we in our childhood we would have seen kids are like playing with toy kitchens, right? Toy cylinder, toy stove, toy this, toy that, right? Toy everything. And we also would have sorry, we see sorry we see our mothers cooking in real kitchen. We being kids, what do? We go to our mother and we say, no, even I also want to cook. Today I will cook. We say, but does our mother allow to cook? Does our mother allow to cook? If a child goes and says, Mother, I want to cook today, will the mother allow? No. So, but what does she do? She goes to the market and brings the toy kitchen for the kid, and the kid plays everything. In that, he or she cooks in the toy kitchen. She or he lights the stove. Everything they do. But when they are really hungry, they have to go to the real kitchen. So similarly, Krishna has given us this toy kitchen. Okay, go and play. That's it. But when we really are, hungry, then we have to go to Krishna. We don't have any other option. No, I didn't get you. What are you asking, Prabhu? Yeah, marginal energy is Sarva Shakti. Okay, the Jiva soul. Okay. But what are you asking? The Jiva Tattva is different from this thing, right? Marginal energy. Is there any more question? Are there any more questions? I feel anxious to worship. What can I do to remove my anxiety and be fully devoted? So, why do I have fear? Such fear? Anxious about what? About what do you fear? Fear about what, Mataji? That's fine, but anxious. Even that anxiety will have some reasons, na? Like, during some exam time and all, we feel anxious, we feel pressurized because, because of exams, like that. So why are you feeling anxious? Why are you feeling anxious? Because Krishna love is difficult to get. Yeah, actually, see, Krishna's love is very difficult to get. He won't reject. He won't reject. Yeah, he's not. Krishna is not like, our Nibis. Don't worry. So Krishna won't reject. So, like, yeah, you see, Krishna, Krishna love is difficult to get, obviously, but he has given you. He has given you a chance. Krishna has already proposed you. Now it's your time to say, I love you in return. I love you too, Krishna. Krishna has already given you this chance, Mataji. See, there are many people in this world. How many of the people even get this chance to attend? Right? Very few. And even in your WhatsApp community group also, there will be many people. Right? In those people, in those hundreds of people, you are one attending the whole session. You are asking so many questions. That means Krishna wants you. Krishna has already said, I love you. Now it's your high time to say, I love you, Krishna. Krishna's devotion is very simple. It's very, very, very simple. How? You can ask me. Okay, how do I love Krishna? How are the steps to love Krishna? So how? The basic step is, if I want someone to love me, or if I'm loving in a person, I would first know who is that person. How is that person? What are his characteristics? How does he look? How handsome is he? Right? How beautiful is he? Right? How tall is he? Every character I will just analyze in him. How sweet talking, how sweet spoken is he? Everything I will see. Right? Similarly, you just read shastras like that. But that I want to know Krishna. That's why I'm reading. So that how much the more I know about him, the more I will fall in love with him. Like that. The more I know Krishna, the more I will fall in love. Like, see, I told Krishna is, even, see, Krishna protects his devotees always. That even I also want to experience. Even I want to know more. How does he protect his devotees? So I'll read Shastras. Like that you can do. And, I'm cooking. I want my loved ones to take care of them. How will I take care? I'll take care of their necessities. Like, I'll feed them, cook Krishna Prasadam, and offer them, and cook bhoga and offer them, and offer Krishna. You're taking care of Krishna, like that. Bhakti is very simple. What does Krishna ask? Krishna asks, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yomer Bhaktya Pranashati Tadaham Bhakti Uparitam Ashnani Priyatatmana. That's it. It's as simple as that. Man mana bhavat bhakto madhyavina mamaskurum. Always think of me, remember me, offer your homage, respects unto you, unto me. Bhakti is as simple as that. Right? Bhakti is so simple. So even, when we talk about Krishna, we say Krishna wears a peacock feather. Krishna wears a Vaichanti mala. Krishna wears Gunja mala. Krishna likes Tulsi. Krishna likes better. This is what are the features of Krishna. He's so handsome, Krishna. Like that. The more you talk about Krishna, the more you think about Krishna, your love increases. As I said, our own free will. We wanted to enjoy. We wanted to enjoy. And Krishna giving us the full freedom, as I gave the example of the hotel, of the restaurant, he gave the full freedom to us. Okay, you want to enjoy, go, okay. But again, like, a father, if a father's son, a son, is very much, fallen. Imagine, let's say a father is very rich, very, very rich, okay, and his son is very fallen. He's drinking, he's doing the association of prostitutes, he has left a house, everything he's doing. But being a very good father, his father arranges, helps him again to come back to the house. So similarly, like, we have fallen here. But Krishna is helping us. again to go back by giving guru, by giving bhakti, right? This is what is a special love. Is it's like I'm just forgetting a sloka of Chaitanya Charitamrita. It is said that Krishna Prem is already within every one of us, like a mirror. In a mirror, if you go and stand there, you can't see yourself. The reflection of yourself is not appearing because the mirror is not cleaned, it's not wiped. But once when you wipe that mirror, you can see yourself. Similarly, we have now become dirty. Once we revive our Krishna consciousness is everyone. The only thing is we have to just revive it. That's it. The only thing is we have to just revive it. But Krishna Prem is already in everyone's has, in everyone's heart. Everyone has Krishna consciousness in their heart, but it's in a dormant state. It's like a seed. But once that seeds break out of that cotyledons and all, then the it starts to germinate. It's not that Krishna Bhakti is coming from somewhere outside. No, it's already there. But we have to just open it, revive it, unbox it. Yes, Prabhuji, I have a question. There is a popular saying that God works in mysterious ways that only He can understand. Is it true? Yes, He is true. It is true. Like you see, Prahlad Maharaj example only. It's so mysterious, right? Father has become so much envious of him. He's even ready to kill his 5-year-old kid. Such mysterious. Even after Narshing Chaturdashi on May 1st, we are celebrating Radharamanji's appearance day. Radharaman, the deity of Sanatan Goswami. Sanatan Goswami? Sanatan Goswami only, right? If I'm not wrong. No, not Sanatan Goswami, sorry. Not Sanatan Goswami. Oh yeah, sorry, Gopal Bhatt Goswami, yes. Gopal Bhatt Goswami. So yeah, Gopal Bhatt Goswami is deity, Radharaman. So he was very much separated, feeling very much separated from Mahaprabhu. So what did Mahaprabhu tell? Give instruction. You go to Gandaki and bring shaligrams. Right? Mysterious again. Event there. His Kamandal was taking bath. Actually, sorry, Mahaprabhu didn't tell to go to, he told just go this thing, to Gandaki, not to bring shaligrams. So he just went, he's taking bath. His Kamandal went inside the water, shaligrams came. Again, he just poured out. Again, it came. Again, he filled it. Again, the shaligrams were inside. The 12 shaligrams. Okay, he thought, okay, it might be a divine message. No, in his dream, Mahaprabhu told. So then he told and he thought, okay, this is a divine message maybe, and he brought the shaligrams. And then later, when one merchant, cloth merchant, when he came, and when he was giving the clothes for all the deities in Vrindavan, he went to Gopal Bhatt Goswami. Maharaj, you also take and decorate your deity. And he was feeling very much separated. How can I even dress around saligram? He doesn't have even a proper form. How can I do? In that pain, in that separation, he was there. He had such a strong desire. I want to dress Radharaman. I want to serve him like that. I want to see his beautiful face. I want to serve his beautiful hands. Tiny hands. Then, at that night, Prabhu came. The shaligrams took the form of Radharaman. Such beautifully carved. This is isn't this mystical? Isn't this mystery? How Prabhu, Krishna is working in such a way. Even bhakti is also very mysterious. It chooses its own disciple. And you have got this bhakti, it's very, very rare. Manusaram Saraseshu Kachi Jagajis, Krishna says, out of thousands of men, only few get devotion service, only few get bhakti. Sorry, out of thousands of men, there are only hundreds of people who are civilized. In that hundreds of civilized, there is only a few limited people who get bhakti. Bhakti is so rare. Bhakti is very rare. That's the power of bhakti. Bhakti is very rare because Krishna, doesn't. Bhakti is so rare and mysterious. Any more questions? Yeah, any more questions? I guess can we end the session now? If everyone are done with their questions. Yes, can we? So for every one of us, each and everyone who are present here, Krishna has already given you a proposal. Krishna has already given you. Krishna has already said, I love you. I love you, Tejas. Or I love you, Darshan. I love you, so and so. Krishna has already given you everything. Now, the only thing what is lacking is, and Krishna is waiting for your reply. I love you too. Just give that reply. I love you too. How do you give that reply? How do you give that? Anyone knows how? Yes, how? Bhakti, yes, exactly. And bhakti also how? Bhakti say yes, bhakti is how. But nowadays people have made it so cheap bhakti. But bhakti is something which is pure, so pure, which is done under a proper guru. That's important because guru is a person who will properly direct you, right? If the guru itself, so-called gurus, by just by wearing saffron dress, it's not that they are very much big devotees. No, you have to see the qualities of a devotee, the qualities of a guru. That's why it is said. Krishna is saying, "Tadvidi paripadena pariprashnana sevaya." Approach a bona fide guru, serve him, then humbly ask him, and after getting all your answers, then surrender unto him, and just after once you surrender, close your eyes and listen what Guru is saying. That is important. Once you surrender to Guru, just close your eyes and do what he says. Yes, finding Guru is rare, but we already have a bona fide spiritual master. We already have a bona fide spiritual master. Anyone knows who's that? Yes, Srila Prabhupada. The best of the bestest gem. Mahaprabhu, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, my Senapati Bhakta will come. My Senapati Bhakta. More a Senapati Bhakta, Mahaprabhu told. And even, Jesus Christ also said, now, I'm not able to say many things, but there will be a person who will be coming. And, will tell what is right, what is wrong. Many scriptures, Prabhupada, we take Prabhupada very cheaply, or like Prabhupada is just a normal person like us. But no. Thinking itself that Guru is a normal human being is also a mistake, is also an offense, is an aparadh. Guru is not at all a normal person, at all. In the Shastras it is said, Yasya prasada bhagavat prasada, Yasya prasada nagadi kuntopi, Dhanyavasya stumam tasya, Yasya trisandyam, Vande Guru Shri Charanaravindam. With the mercy of the spiritual master, one receives the mercy of Krishna. Without his mercy, there is no means of advancement. Therefore, I always remember and glorify my spiritual master. That is Guru Srila Prabhupada. In Srila Prabhupada's position, we can't even imagine. There are many predictions made by Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, and many great acharyas about the arrival of Srila Prabhupada, about the appearance. Jesus Christ himself, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, has made many, these things, predictions about Prabhupada coming. Even just tell me, do you know when Prabhupada was having a heart attack, Huh? When Prabhupada was having a heart attack in the ship, in the cargo ship, all the Dashawataras came. Vani Mataji, you were asking, right? I'm anxious. See, this is how Krishna protects. Krishna, yes, he gives you problems, but that is to increase your love. All the Dashawataras came, and Krishna himself was massaging Prabhupada's heart. And Krishna was driving the ship towards America. That is Prabhupada. Imagine Prabhupada's power. And Prabhupada, we take Prabhupada really very cheaply, but Prabhupada's position is, way, way, way more we can even imagine. Like, we are just seeing that, Krishna's dham is, inconceivable, what, we can get any fruit from any tree, coconut we can get from banana tree. We are saying all these things. Just imagine when we are telling about Krishna's dham, which is non different from Krishna, and Guru is always non different from Krishna. Then imagine what must be the position of Guru. Even for Prahalad Maharaj, just Nrsimhadev came. For Draupadi, just Krishna came. Just only few people came for one devotee. But for Prabhupada, everyone came. That is Prabhupada. All the Dashavataras came. That is the position of Srila Prabhupada. See, this is the power of a devotee. If a devotee wants, he can do anything and everything. Even Krishna is also obliged towards that devotee. Krishna said to Radharani, "Na paraham," that I can't repay you. Golok we don't go very easily. We have to, devotees serve Krishna like anything. Devotees don't care for Golok. I'm being really very honest. Devotees don't care about going to Golok. Devotees are like, okay, if you even want to send me to hell, send me to hell. No problem. I'll go and preach there. That is a devotee. Devotees don't care of going to anywhere. Devotees, if they want, they can be sent to anywhere. But still, they will chant Krishna's name irrespective of the position and their problems what they are having. That is Krishna's devotees. Like, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, praise. By your mercy, at least, if you want to send me to a animal species also, at least make me insect in a devotee's house, so that at least I can get some prasadam, some leftover prasadam, and I can hear your names. Such a great devotee, Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Yes, like Mahaprabhu also. My Lord, if you want to hug me, you hug me. Also, if you want to, push or kick me, even that's also fine. That is love. We are from Karnataka, very nice. Still I can chant. Mm. Actually, the process is you have to leave. But now see, you can't expect a newborn baby to run a sprint, right? He can't. A newborn baby can't go and take part in Olympics, right? Even if a baby wants to take part, he have to get trained, learn everything. So similarly, you can start chanting. Why don't you chant, and then Krishna will guide you. Mm, just chant, and Krishna will guide you. Like even we see many devotees, like they were like just pointless. Like I myself, if I'm giving my example, I'm not a very great person by character or like by anything. Nor do I know any scriptures properly, but still I'm doing something, whatever I can. Even not to the even I'm also not sincere to the 100, to the 70%. I'm not sincere, but still, Prabhupada has given me some chance to speak, and by speaking here, I am increasing my love towards Krishna. I'm just trying to purify myself. I'm just trying to speak what Prabhupada and Gurudev has given me. That's it. No, no, not that I have many things. No. Wow, great. That's nice. No, no, no Jay to me. No, no. Yeah, I'm just trying to become Arjun's servant. So yeah, Mataji, you chant, Krishna will direct you. So can we end the session now? If everyone are okay, can we? So okay, please make utilize this human form of life to the maximum level extent you can. Each and every one of you. It's my very humble request from each and every person here to kindly use this human form of life to the best, because there is no guarantee that the next life what it's going to be, where it's going to be. Even even the demigods, even they are praying to take birth in Bharatvarsha, in India, just to become devotee, because here in this earth itself there is a prem, there is bhakti itself. So just utilize it. In Bhavishya Malika, they say Prem Anand will be form of Krishna in Kali Yuga. But actually, the Bhavishya Malika is not authentic. Bhavishya Malika is not authentic. We have to see the Guru Parampara again. That's why Guru is the important role. Guru plays a very important role in our life. That's why Guru says this is right, this is wrong. Or else, there are many things in today's world. Today's world, there is even Sai Bhagavad Gita also. There is even Sai Bhagavad Gita, Durga Bhagavad Gita, everything is there. But how do we know this is right, this is wrong? Today, in today's world, many things are not there. In authentic, there are only 12 Puranas. The authentic, there is only 12 Puranas. But nowadays, everyone has their own Purana. Every other person have their own Purana. So just people are just speculating it. 18 Puranas? Have I mistaken? Maybe 12 or 18, I guess. Okay, 18 Puranas, yes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. 18 Puranas, yes. Yeah, I forgot, I'm sorry. 18 Puranas, that's it. 18 Puranas and 8 Upanishads. Mm. So, and even the chanting also, see, chanting is also so amazing. Like, when you chant one round, it's like, you are surpassing 108 Upanishads. 108 beats also refers 108 gopis. You're praying to each and every devotee. Spiritual life is like, you're always being a dasanudas. That is spiritual life. You're always a servant of the servant. Like, Krishna says in his Adi Puran that, my devotee is not my devotee, but the devotee who is the devotee of my devotee is my devotee. That means he is telling, take shelter of Guru. He is telling, when you become a devotee of your Guru, only then you can reach me. He's literally meaning that. Take shelter of Guru. Like that, in spiritual life, it's like, always Gopi Pada Kamala Dasa Dasa Anudas. I'm the servant of the servant of the servant of the devotee of the servant of the devotee, so devotee servant of Krishna. That is my position. I'm never a devotee of Krishna. I'm just the servant of the servant of the servant who is serving Krishna. I can never become a servant of Krishna. That is the humility that should be there in bhakti. It's not that I have a lot of humility, but no, I'm just telling I'm just trying to repeat what my spiritual masters have taught me, and I'm trying to implement it as myself. So even just by trying in this, just trying, just trying. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Swalpam api dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Even the smallest, even the slightest bhakti you are doing can save you from the greatest danger. What is the greatest danger? The greatest danger is death. The greatest danger is going back to animal species. Again, getting trapped in this loop. That is the greatest danger. So, we have got this human form of life. We have to utilize this. And even after getting this human form of life, we are getting by Krishna's unlimited countless mercy from Prabhupada and Krishna. We have got this devotees association. We have to utilize it to the maximum, to the best, so that not just taking birth in a it should be like, not at all, I don't want birth at all in the material world. We have to reach that level. That should be our goal. Mataji, you can take new chanting beads and chant on that. You can take a new one. You can take new beads, and you can offer to Krishna and pray to him. Krishna, I want to chant your name. Please bless me so that I can chant up your names attentively, and you can chant. Great. You have took this decision itself. It's very inspiring and motivating to others, and as well as me also. So everyone should come up like this. That taking responsibility. No, digital counter is also not good, and even the physical mechanical is also not good. I'll tell you why. Like, many people just claim that counter, but actually the counter is not good. As you yourself said, right? Tulsi is favorite to Krishna. Okay. I'll just tell you, why counter is not good, or like, why, what's the drawback of that. So like, as yourself told me, Tulsi is favorite to Krishna, right? So devotees ideally chant on Tulsi beads, right? And when you're associating with Tulsi, Tulsi is a devotee of Krishna. Tulsi is so dear to Krishna. Everywhere you see Krishna offering, Krishna's milk, Krishna's water, Krishna's prasadam, Krishna's lotus feet, there will be always Tulsi. Such pure devotees Tulsi. So by chanting all Tulsi beads, you are associating with Tulsi. Because you are associating with Tulsi, even you become pure. Got it? That's why chanting on beads is important. On digital, what happens is one more thing, you are just clicking. Even your bhakti also becomes mechanical. But by chanting on Tulsi, even your bhakti grows. Like, associating with devotees. That's why it is said, right? Associating with devotees is important. Similarly, Tulsi is a devotee, and you're associating with her. But there are few, because Tulsi is so pure, there are few regulations for Tulsi also. Like, if you're chanting, if you're eating onion, garlic, and eating meat, you can't chant on Tulsi. Other than that, what you can do is you can chant on neem beats. You can chant on neem beats. And as you are living, it's like, it's not you're forcing. No, bhakti is not something as force. Even if you take my example, I come from a background, my background is also like, very much you know lots of non-veg. I'm a South Indian, typical South Indian. Okay. And many people might know how South Indians are, right? Like, South Indians ideally eat lots of non-veg. Okay. Like, I'll just tell you, my mother family is, like, those are Gaudas. Okay. My mother is a Gauda, and my father is a Reddy. Okay. So like, how Gaudas are, right? Right? Generally, at least people who are from South, from, Tejas Prabhu and Vani Mataji, Hmm. So like, it's like that. So, I have grown up in such a household. So bhakti also, my parents are not devotees. None of the persons in my house are devotees. But yeah, that's what, like, even I was also eating non-veg. I used to eat non-veg like anything. It was my top favorite. But later, when you chant, the first symptom of chanting is you start leaving bad activities. You start giving up bad activities. That's the first sign of chanting. It's not force. You automatically feel that. It's automatic. So you just chant. Krishna will show you. That's why, we say, right, just chant. Prabhu, like, I would recommend you to at least, it's not easy being good at. No, I'm not a pure devotee. Sorry. No. You're addressing someone. I guess you're addressing someone. No, I'm not pure devotee. Yeah, but Prabhuji, at duty time, can I chant with chanting machine only? Hmm. Prabhu, actually, please make sure. And actually, see, I'll tell you the ideal time again. Ideal. There is again ideal and some changes what you can do. Like, ideally the chanting should be done on morning at 4 p.m. That is the ideal time. And you can ask me, Prabhu, why ideal time is 4? It's because 4 is considered to be very auspicious. Okay, it's considered to be very auspicious, and even at that time, even if you are speaking mentally also, you are very much available. Your mind is very stable at that time. Okay, it's not like very much it has so many thoughts. I have to submit my email, I have to submit this, I have to send this, that. The later parts of the days you're getting busy. I have to go to my office, I have to go to my university, college, here, there. That's what happens. But if you're chanting at 4 in the AM, 4 a.m. in the morning, 4 5 a.m. in the Brahma Muhurta, even your chanting gets more deep. You can give more time. You can dedicate your time towards Krishna completely. Even if in the household, if you're living in a household, especially for females, as and as time passes, if they have younger children in their home, husband, they have to take care of them, in-laws, everyone, right? So they can't completely sit attentively, right? But if you are chanting early in the morning, you can dedicate your time for this purpose. So ideally, you have to chant in the morning. But Prabhu, it's being difficult to wake up early in the morning. Okay, no problem. We can chant in the either other parts of the days. Yeah, tea, coffee comes under, even chocolate also comes under intoxication, because yes, it comes in the intoxication because it has an addictive substance, and that's what makes it intoxication. Yeah, yeah, actually, that's what I told, na. Ideal situation, yeah, caffeine and nicotine also, I guess. Nicotine and caffeine. Yeah, like see, that's what I told. Ideal is to do in the morning. But if you're, as I told, if you can't wake up or some circumstances is not supporting you, then make as per your, try making as per your schedule. But chanting is important. Ideally is morning, but if I'm not able to do morning, at least in either parts of the day, I'll make sure I'll complete my rounds. That should be there. But Prabhu, I would recommend you to take neem beads if you are eating non-veg and eating onion garlic. Shubhankar Prabhu, you can chant on neem beads. You can carry the neem beads and the chanting bag. Okay, I'll tell you, Shubhankar Prabhu, chant on beads. The two, keep you can keep your beads inside the bead bag, and you can chant. If you are chanting on beads, it will even inspire others also. Right? You are inspiring others also to chant. Yes or no? You are inspiring others also to chant. So please try doing on beats, because even chanting on beats will lock your attention. Prabhuji, suppose someone is new mother, how can she make a time for chanting and devotional service? Because I have seen cousins of mine, their whole schedule gets changed. Yes, that's true. Like, as I told Mataji, if you are able to wake up early in the morning, that's the best time. Because, even if the child is very small, very small, then, there will be problems of, feeding the child, taking care of, every step. And even maintaining the household is even a very big thing after, after, getting the child. So what you can do is, ideally you can, if you are able to, then, you can chant in the morning before the child wakes up. Or else, if you can, if that's not possible at all, then what you can do is, if you are putting your child sleep in the afternoons or in the evenings, then at that time you can do. Or even, if you are feeding your child, or else you are cooking or milk, cooking in your household, you can put proper lectures and you can do your work also. Even like that also you can do. But for chanting and all, you have to make time, like, when the kid sleeps, if you are a mother. Even that's good. When you are hearing and, hearing spiritual things, and when you're thinking spiritual things now, and when you're cooking it, whatever you are thinking, even that also goes in your, when your thoughts goes in your food. And when you're hearing Prabhupada's lectures, Prabhupada's chanting, even that has some positive impact on the food. Okay, any more questions? Any more questions? Does anyone wants to ask anything more? I have a 4 month old. Can I simply chant without bead bag? And actually, the bead bag is because beads are very respectful. Sorry, the beads are very respectful. Beads, it's very pure, and because you're chanting Krishna's name, even that also becomes spiritualized. And when you chant on beads, what happens is, sorry, and when you're keeping it in bead bag, you are reserving a personal space for the bead bag, sorry, for the beads. And what happens is when you're chanting on beads, just on beads, you just touch the floor, also you touch your feet, you touch something which is not clean, dirty, right? And that will be a mistake. That won't be good. That's why bag is kept, so that it is in a respectable position in a clean place. I guess we can end the session now, right? Okay. वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यः च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. I humbly thank each and everyone for you being these many long this much long, for being in the session and kindly listening me. And please kindly forgive me if I have committed any mistakes while delivering my lecture. In any sense, if I offended you, or if I've been any harsh by any sense, please forgive me. And it's all and all glories to Srila Prabhupada and His Grace Gauranga Gurudev. Due to their only and only their mercy, I just tried to repeat their words, and in that repetition, I have missed many things and many points I have uh, done. So I'm very sorry with that. And may by Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev's mercy and blessings of all your dear devotees who are present here, may I improve myself in my upcoming days, so that I can be a better instrument and a better servant of all your devotees' lotus feet. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak, Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Hope so you all uh, be in touch with Krishna always and always, and always remember that Krishna has given his personal number. That is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So always and always chant to him, always pray to him, and you can even share your problems to him. He is the only one who is not going to judge you. Okay, he is the person who will be always there with you. So always, you know, just I would say, just keep yourself in touch with him. Okay, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.